Fancy on a Tuesday. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Jamie, currently at a doctor's appointment, so he's getting some stuff looked at when it comes to the surgery that he just had a couple of weeks ago, and hopefully everything winds up being okay there. But he's getting a bit of a tune-up here, so we hope that if he's not back on tomorrow, he's back on shortly. But again, Jamie, unlikely to be with us today. He left it open, guys, that maybe he'll stop by at some point. But knowing him and the fact that he's got some stuff to take care of, unlikely today, but we'll probably see him tomorrow. Cardinals beat the Marlins 8-3 last night. They snap a five-game losing skid.
You said it right. About to be a 5-game winning streak.
They'll probably turn this into a 5-game winning streak. Yeah. This is the start of a 5-game winning streak. How about them Cardinals? 9 singles plus Gorman's home run. They manufactured runs throughout the course of the night. They weren't power-driven until Nolan Gorman hit his home run. They were more of a move-the-line offense.
Now, when you say manufactured, would that have anything to do with the errors that the Marlins had? Unable to catch the ball in the outfield?
Hey, you put it in play, good things happen. Sometimes when you're playing the Marlins.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay. I just wonder.
CD, some teams don't play defense.
Ball. Yeah, this is true. Yeah. We watched the Bengals last night. They are one of those teams. Oh, we're talking baseball.
We're talking baseball. Matthew Liberatore showed some life last night. First time past 5 innings since early July. Velocity was good last night. Remember, that was a big thing dating back to his previous start about his velocity dipping the more innings he pitched. But velocity was up 94-95. But here's my question to you guys. One win against a non-contender after being swept by the Yankees at home. A series in which you heard the boo birds out at Busch Stadium. That sweep stung. You're passionate fans. You're loyal. But you're increasingly, I would think, resentful. I don't think they're apathetic yet. I think some fans are. But after last night, my question is, are you numb right now?
Yeah.
Are you kind of numb to the win?
I feel like it's any win, you'll take any win. Right, you're happy about that. I feel like the Marlins gave that game away. It sounds terrible to say, but the Marlins were like, we don't play ball down here. It's almost football season. We don't give a damn about baseball.
You gave us a couple of wins, St. Louis.
We'll give it right back.
You take this one.
Yeah, I think the Marlins gave them that win. The Cardinals did their job. They did what they needed to do to find a way to win. But man,
you're dumb.
Yeah, I couldn't care less, and that sounds bad. When I said it felt bad. It tasted. It had a little.
It hurt my ears when you said it. Honestly,
I mean,
yeah.
At this point,
but that's where we're at, right? Like, we can be honest. Fans used to. I mean, fans still demand excellence, but at this point, it's kind of a meh. They beat the Marlins.
Meh. I
think there's some individual.
The Marlins stink. Just watching that team drop balls left and right, pass balls. It reminded me a lot of what we watch with the Cardinals from time to time. I'm not going to lie to you. They just, had some untimely mishaps. Cardinals capitalized off of it. It is good to see Nolan Gorman hit a home run. That's good because those power numbers are the things you expect from him. Like, you want to see him hit those home runs and have success. Alec Burleson had another 3-hit day. That's amazing for him. Like, you can take bits and pieces and nuggets of what took place last night and be happy. You talked about Matthew Liberatore. Be happy that the velo was there. But all in all, who gives a damn?
Who gives a rip? Marsh, you feel that way? I kind of figured Carey would, but you have been our young, passionate fan.
Yeah.
Hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, I'm like a young child who's getting ripped around on the lake while I'm holding on for dear life with my pants coming undone while I'm tubing. That's how I feel right now. I'm just trying to stay on, Anthony, because I have pride.
Sounds fun, though. Like, you're tubing with your fam, with the older kids, the older cousins, and they don't care that your shorts are falling down. They're laughing.
They're
having a good time.
That thing.
And you're holding on. You're like, but hold on. But hold on.
What Carey's describing is more fun than I think what you intended it to be.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, but not when your pants are falling off and you're hanging on by the...
But it's a good story, though, Marshall.
Okay, you know what? How about this?
So the keys, the pants.
I'm actually sitting down. I'm on one of those sit-down tubes, and we just hit a big wave.
Yeah.
And we're about to fly off that thing.
Oh.
That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. If that makes any sense.
So it's not like you're white water rafting and you're coming to a massive waterfall and you're just trying to paddle away from said waterfall so you don't die. It's not that extreme.
It's not that extreme.
Okay. Well, good. There is a
I'm not
positive.
that invested in this 2025
Then
club.
there is a positive, right?
Really?
Am I right, guys?
I'm just happy that they won last night. That's it. I'm happy they won. I'm happy Nolan Gorman hit a home run. I'm happy the Marlins don't know how to play the field. I'm happy that they just won. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is a playoff team when, you know, Brendan Donovan's injured. Guys aren't consistent. The pitching staff, it is what it is. No, the bullpens. I like the bullpen. But that's pretty much it, Anthony. I'm just happy they won.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
just happy they won.
That's numbness right there.
That is.
I can feel it.
That sounds like it doesn't feel very good.
You know,
Marshy?
I'm happy they won.
You know what's crazy?
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not going to let that baseball team dictate how I feel in my everyday life.
You
I am
called them?
past that point now.
You called them that baseball team, which is like a stiff arm.
Yeah, like you over there.
That was a
stay there.
Derrick Henry stiff arm.
Yeah. You know, you guys heard that Derrick Henry story, right?
Which one?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yep.
What's unfortunate is, when the Cardinals won 88 games in 2018, but they missed the playoffs, you had kind of that hope. And looking back, you had a young core of Flaherty and Bader, and obviously we know now that core didn't develop here into, a winning core. But fans weren't numb then. But this stretch, this worst 3-year stretch that we have seen, I know there's older Cardinal fans that are listening, and they can point out maybe a stretch before Whitey Ball that is perhaps worse than this. But for us, being in St. Louis, as in our age group, this is the worst 3-year stretch, and this is a pattern. It's unfortunate. And yes, they won last night, so I don't know. Maybe we should be happy, but it doesn't feel good, guys.
It feels fine. Who cares? Like I said, I'm not going to let this baseball team or that baseball team dictate how I feel Sunday through Saturday.
All right, fair enough.
I'm not doing it.
Were you guys encouraged by Liberators' performance last night? All things considered, like I know we don't care, but we still got a couple minutes.
It was good. It was solid. It was a solid effort.
So it wasn't encouraging. It was fine. Fast lane, fine.
It was fine. 5 innings, 5 hits, three earned runs. Like, it was fine. You were down 2-0. He was getting hit hard early. You were down 2-0 quickly. Again, story of the season. You found a way to score some runs in the 3rd inning. Again. In the 5th inning, you scored 3 runs. I think that was the assistance of the Marlins. But, life happens. It comes at you fast. Sometimes you play well. Sometimes you don't. That's kind of the Cardinal story, too.
So I think I thought Liberators' performance last night, I thought was encouraging.
Encouraging based off of
what we've seen lately with the velocity dipping and all that. Like, I realize this is something very small, but the small stuff with somebody like Liberator, who we know is going to be in the rotation next year, I think the small stuff matters in this case.
Yeah.
Like a win over the Marlins right now doesn't matter, but if you're taking some of the smaller things out of it, I thought last night was at least slightly encouraging.
The thing that it was a win. And the more of those you get, Anthony, the better your record is.
That's a dynamite take right there. It's a dynamite take.
The 314 says, here's the problem. When you have 3 young kids like me, what am I supposed to do in the evenings? If the Cardinals suck, it makes my life much more boring.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
There are people out there like that are very invested in this.
Watch something else.
Why wouldn't you? Are you talking about after the kids go to bed?
Nah, I think he's saying I don't know. Yeah.
I'm just going to assume
watching
he means
Cardinals baseball in the evening. Maybe you watch it with your young kids, Anthony.
Yeah.
Maybe you're trying to teach them about the history of this great organization.
Maybe you watch it with your parents.
There you go.
Yeah.
All of the great players that have come through here. And I'm like, wow, Dad, this is amazing. And they're like, Dad, what happens after the regular season goes over and when it's over? Oh, we go to the playoffs and we win championships.
Some teams go to the playoffs.
These kids,
that
are being born, they don't even know what playoffs are.
No, they don't.
Dad, now we're talking, right? Now we're getting in the weeds of it. And that's pretty bad.
Dad, how come the Cardinals don't play in October?
Well, kiddo.
Could you imagine, like, just entering your Cardinal fandom in 2019?
Ooh.
Yeah, look, they got swept in the NLCS by the Nationals. But at least you could say, hey, that was a lot of fun. And if you're the parents, you're saying, yep, get used to it, son or daughter. Because these Cardinals make the playoffs consistently. And you get your hopes up, and now you're basically calling your parents a liar.
I have a text that we can end this on,
Okay.
Anthony.
Yeah.
From the 314. Some of St. Louis sports media making fun of teams who are apparently bad, like the Marlins, when the Cardinals are closer to that team than the Cardinals are to being the Brewers, grow up.
Can you say that again?
First of all, we will never grow up. That's a fact. Second of all, you're right. You're right. And you're right, March. We can end on that.
Yeah.
Because it is quite sad. Cardinals are closer to that team than the Brewers. Lineup out?
Sure is.
Great. Let's play that lineup game for game 2 against the Marlins next on 101 ESPN. right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We just got a food drop off from Smalls Sliders, and they're incredible.
Yeah.
So they just opened up a couple of different spots here.
One in Ellisville just opened today. The one in Bridgeton has been open since January.
Yeah. They got like this dipping sauce. Yeah. It's incredible. One of the, I guess I don't know if he's an owner or employee, is Bobby Hebert's son. Mm-hmm. Bobby Hebert was longtime quarterback in the NFL, and he played for, among other teams, the Falcons. And I was telling Bobby Hebert's son, one of my favorite memories was in, I think it was 94 when the 49ers were just crushing everybody. The 49ers and Falcons had a Christmas Eve game in Atlanta, and the Falcons absolutely needed to win the game to make the playoffs. And Jeff George got hurt in that game, and Bobby Hebert had to step in, and he wound up leading the Falcons to a massive upset and wound up making the playoffs. Now they got steamrolled. They had the following week in Green Bay. But, yeah, it was one of my favorite memories, so that was cool. Small world.
It is.
All right. You ready to play the lineup game?
Always.
All right.
I don't know what we're doing here.
What do you mean?
No, I know what we're doing, but I don't know what we're doing. Hopefully that makes sense to you.
No, it does not.
All right.
Not one bit.
Let's go with. You want me to do it? You trust me?
Yeah.
Show us Lars Newbar.
International superstar.
Watch out, don't run into any walls or anything.
All right, there you go.
Did you say who was pitching?
No, Edward Cabrera, right-hander.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Information that's needed.
Yeah. Yvonne?
Sure. Hell, yeah.
Show us Yvonne Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
Alec Burleson?
Yeah.
Show us Alec Burleson.
I thought I told you I'm a star.
You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet.
Wilson Contreras, back last night. Had a couple of ribbies. Mm-hmm. Show us Wilson Contreras.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
This was Mason Wynn yesterday.
0 for Gopher.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I will worry about it. My streak was on the line of one.
Oh,
I had a one-hit streak, and I took Mason Wynn. You know who I wanted to take initially? Otto Lopez.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd he do?
He led off the bottom of the first with a hit.
That stinks.
But I believed in the Cardinals.
You know what I wish you'd have done yesterday?
What?
Took the Giants.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the Padres. I can't win. I can't find a way to win. I can't win.
At least they played.
Yeah. Well,
I had the Brewers. They lost. Or they didn't play. All right. Mason Wynn?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Show us Mason Wynn.
Take it! Bring me that up!
So last night, Gorman.
Probably him again. Why not?
Show us Nolan Gorman.
Swing Serenade is brought to you by Gorman.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit. Dingers!
To JC.
Sure.
Okay.
Show us Thomas Sajaci.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face?
Same lineup.
It really hurts.
I would have.
Nope, nothing. I thought I hit you on the shoulder.
My shoulder doesn't hurt very much, but my face does.
Pedro Paz.
Sure.
Show us Pedro Paz.
Smithy, throw this at him. You're out!
Maybe.
And I think this is Nathan
Take me to
Church.
church?
Yep.
Show us Nathan Church.
Take me to church!
No Jordan Walker.
No Jordan Walker again.
Whatever, man.
Maybe Ollie just said, you know what? We won last night. Here's the same damn lineup. There you go.
Maybe.
Go ahead and run it there, Marsh.
All right, leading off in right field, Lars Nootbaar. Batting second, DH Yvonne Herrera. Batting third in left field is Alec Burleson. Your cleanup hitter, first baseman Wilson Contreras. Batting fifth, the shortstop Mason Wynn. Batting sixth and playing third base is Nolan Gorman. Batting seventh, second baseman Thomas Sajaci. Batting eighth and catching is Pedro Paz. And batting ninth in center field is Nathan Church.
out of hand, fellas.
Yeah.
Jamie picked up 3 more points.
Jamie's just racking up said points.
It's getting out of hand.
Yep. All right.
Getting out of hand.
So Jamie did not send in his pick today. Who would you like to give him?
Don't let me do it.
Marsh, who would you like to give Jamie?
Oh, man, I don't know. If we give him someone off the bench, there's a chance that person comes off the bench and hits a home run.
Why don't we just give him Church?
Yeah, he'll probably end up hitting his first home run.
That's
fine.
If so, then Jamie deserves it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nathan Church it is. Yeah, give me Pozo off the bench. I gotta make a late push here.
I don't hate it. I'm going to take Nolan Gorman. Maybe go back to back. What do you guys think?
Probably not.
Okay.
It's probably going to be Alec Burleson.
Boy, you are a ray of sunshine today.
All right, well, give me Alec Burleson.
There you go. You're welcome, Marcia.
Listen, I get it. The Cardinals are frustrating, and they don't give us a lot of talk to talk about right now.
They won last night, Anthony.
Come on, man.
They won last night.
I know.
And your question was?
Are you numb to it?
Do you give a damn?
Basically.
Yeah. And my answer was?
No.
Okay.
You actually said, and I quote, I couldn't care less.
Yeah,
which is actually how you say it, too. Most people say, I could care less, which means you actually could care less about it.
I couldn't care less.
But you flat out said, I couldn't care less.
I have no more cares to give.
No.
Nada.
And we just went through the lineup game. We got perfect. We had to throw a perfect game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you barely blinked.
Nah. I was just trying to figure out, I don't know.
Just a shrug. Well, you know what, Carey? I'm here to tell you. And I hope you listen real good.
I'm listening.
I feel the same way.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You two need to grow up.
Marshy.
That's what the text line said.
Oh. How do you feel, Marsh?
I told you how I feel. I'm happy they won.
Okay. All right, why don't we just do what's trending? All right. We'll see if you guys clean up your attitudes in the break here. Again, what's trending next in the Fast Lane?
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals picked up a win last night in Miami, and they'll be back at it tonight as well. 5:40 first pitch, Michael McGreevy on the mound. We just played the lineup game. If you missed that, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have What's Trending coming up next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, the Blues have extended a PTO to an NHL veteran, Milan Lucic.
What do you think here, Marsh? Someone who's a decorated NHL career, played for several teams, getting a tryout. Older player, though, 37 years old, Cup winner. What do you think?
I think they're bringing him in. He'll have an opportunity to either make the team or play well enough to maybe some other teams might find him interesting to put on their roster, but he has some history with Jim Montgomery. When he went back to Boston, he played a few games with Jim Montgomery as the head coach. But I don't think it hurts to have that type of player in your locker room in terms of veteran presence and the way that he plays the game with a little bit of grit to him. So I think having him around, even if it's just for a little bit, if he doesn't end up making the team, I don't see why it can't hurt or can't help.
He played 4 games in 23, 24. Didn't play last year.
Yep.
And we think he has some juice in the tank. Think he got something left. He ain't played in 2 years.
I can't imagine that he's going to make this team, but it's noteworthy, of course, because of his decorated resume. But I don't see how Lucic winds up making this squad.
Yeah.
I don't know what the path is for him to make the team.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's noteworthy.
I think the Blues have done a good job at giving players and people another opportunity. And, Carey, you brought up the reason why he only played a few games, and it was because he entered the NHLPA Player Assistance Program. And JR has an article detailing that on The Athletic, so go check it out. But, 4 games.
2 years ago?
2 years, yeah. It's just it's tough. Like you can't just step right back in and all of a sudden you're playing the same way. And he's 37, so it's gonna be tough for him.
Yeah, it is.
He's well rested though.
He's well rested as 37-year-old. All right, so what else is trending? We've got 3 gentlemen in from Smalls Sliders, and gentlemen, go ahead. Right there's your mic there.
Hello. Hi, yes, we are in. Thanks for having us, ESPN. We're here from Small Sliders representatives. It's a 3-part ownership here. My name's Bo Abear.
And then Ethan Katrubis.
Mike Rogers. And, yeah, we are so glad. We love sports. Our restaurant really loves supporting sports, local, everything. So we're excited to be here. Thanks for having us.
Well, we're excited for that food drop because we had the burgers. I ate mine in 7 seconds flat. You guys got 2 dipping sauces. Now, you guys recommended to do both.
Yeah.
You got a queso, and then what's the other one called?
Smoss. So our restaurant's Small Sliders, and so instead of calling it sauce, it's our Smoss.
Gotcha.
And that's our signature house sauce that really, punches it over the finish line there.
It was delicious.
It was very good. You all just opened a location today in Ellisville. You all are also in Bridgeton. Tell us us about how you all came up with this concept and what exactly was the brainchild of getting to small sliders and how you all came to be.
Yes, sir. So, we saw it in a QR magazine, actually, for upcoming fast food restaurants. And it started in Louisiana, and that's where I'm from. And it's very successful there. And then we took out a trip to Atlanta to meet the small sliders team. And we're like, how do we get this to St. Louis? Because we know St. Louis is going to love these sliders. And so we've just taken it from there, and now we're on restaurant number 2 is officially open in Manchester today, in Ellisville on Manchester Road. Restaurant 1 is in Bridgeton, and we're hoping to open up 10 in the next 5 years.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is great. So you guys, not only do you got the secret sauce, right? You also have a new drink that's coming out, too, I hear.
That's right. Yeah, the Dr. Pepper shake. And so it's
Mark
Dr. Pepper shake. We usually do we just went through the strawberry swirl, and then we switched it up because football season's coming up. Everybody's excited, and we know Dr. Pepper is a big sponsor of football. And so to get everybody ready for the football season, we're going to serve the Dr. Pepper swirl shake.
Nice. Dude,
that sounds.
I love Dr. Pepper.
I do too.
It's so good.
I'm gonna try that and see what that tastes like. I'm a big shake guy. Is it milk in there? Is it an actual shake, or is it just Dr. Pepper flavor? What is it? How does it?
It's got some Dr. Pepper flavor syrup in there, and then it's our base shake mix.
So Carey is he powers through it, but he's lactose intolerant.
I fight through it though.
Yeah,
it's not a problem for me. It's just everybody else. I don't worry about it. Those around me. That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that. We were talking to Anthony. Won't say it because he was kind of geeking out earlier.
You did say it. Oh yeah, your last name Hebert.
Bobby Hebert's son. You obviously grew up in football. You are a football fan and come from a football family. What do you think about? Who are you looking forward to watching this season in football?
Well, this season I'm looking forward to watching Mizzou first of all. So I've become a Mizzou fan lately. My family wouldn't like hearing that, my Louisiana family, but I am very much looking forward to them and their 6 stretch of home games to get the season started off good. And, of course, the Saints, but I think you have the upper leg this year.
Yeah, I want to. So I don't want to speak ill of your father's team because, as you and I were talking, he gave me one of the best highlights as a Falcon fan. It was Christmas Eve. I think it was 90. I think it was the 94 season. It might have been going into 95. Jeff George gets hurt in Atlanta. They're playing the 49ers, who had already won the division, but I think they're going for the number 1 seed at the time. Jeff George goes down. Your dad steps in and leads the Falcons to a win, and they make the playoffs.
That's right.
It was it was unbelievable.
It's great hearing that because everybody in Louisiana knows him, but Atlanta's kind of forgotten about him.
Which is a shame, too. Well, he was there for a couple of years, right?
He was, yeah. He played in Atlanta 93 to 97, and that was his last big moment in Atlanta and carried me around on the field. I was like 3 or 4 years old at the time, but super special moment. However, then they went back with Jeff George for the playoff game.
Yeah.
Lost, but what a moment, though. That's special, man.
So your dad's coaching. Yeah, of course, your dad's coaching the Saints now.
He's the radio guy. He's doing what you guys are doing.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
I thought he was on the Saints staff. Okay, so he's doing radio. That's awesome.
Yep. He's doing radio there. He coined the phrase, the Who Dat Nation.
Okay.
So, coined that phrase in 06.
Wow.
So give us some insight here. Who are they going with at QB? Is it going to be Tyler Shuck?
It's 1-1 right now in the bat. So it's going to come down to the 3rd preseason game. But upper leg right now is Spencer Rattler.
Wow.
For sure.
Makes sense.
How is Kellen Moore being accepted down there as the new coach?
Oh, absolutely.
Expectations are kind of low, I guess, for right now.
Yeah, it's a win-win for Coach Kellen Moore. We love him already. He's not shown too much in preseason, but it seems like the players are really responding well to his coaching style and everything. And, that we just got to get – it's what my dad told me is, Bo, you got to be patient with this team. It's going to be a while. Yeah.
So that's
everybody around here knows that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trigger for us here because the Cardinals – president of baseball operations, John Mozeliak, likes to preach patience, and we're about patient doubt. But for your dad saying about the Saints, I can certainly understand. So you're from St. Louis.
Yes, I am.
So you're a frustrated Cardinals fan.
100%.
Yeah.
If you didn't listen to, you said you listen all the time. Does if you'd heard our last segment, Anthony was trying to get me excited about the Cardinals team. I'm like, yeah, okay. What time do they play?
We got 4 hours. He's half dead over there.
All
Talking
right,
about.
good. Let's get the game over with already. Let's go. Damn it, let's go.
Without college football or NFL coming, I would be so bored.
Yeah. So did you follow Mizzou too?
I do.
Okay. All right. So Illinois, obviously.
Yeah, we got to get you guys some Illinois gear. You got the orange. You're already halfway there.
I went to Illinois too.
I went to Chaminade.
Yeah, Mike. There we go.
I went to Chaminade with my best buddy Brady Cook, so he was the quarterback over at Mizzou. So diehard Tigers fan. So yeah.
I heard he's doing well with the Jets right now.
There you go.
Yeah, last game he killed it. So he's looking great. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Marsh has until Friday to choose a college team because he went to North Dakota. So not a big program. So he's going to choose a college football team, at least for this season. If you guys want to make your pitch.
It should be a lifelong decision. I think you should be. When you become a fan, you are dialed in.
He's only signing a 1-year contract.
Anthony has been a Falcon fan his entire damn life. You know how many things he went through?
Nobody saw that game but me. And he was 4.
Who are you leaning towards?
I really don't know. I know we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and Iowa State was the team that really was really pulling me.
So you got to declare before Saturday then, because that's the
week 0
Dublin game.
Before Friday.
Yeah. Is there a friendly wager involved here?
No. There typically are punishments with those.
But yeah, he's going to choose wisely in case we do have like a punishment that's on the line. So
give Marshy some Illinois gear. It's a good time to join, man.
This will be the only orange that I wear, Carey. Small sliders.
There you go.
That's the only small sliders.
Yeah.
That's the only orange.
Well, guys, we appreciate you guys coming in, rapping with us a little bit. Congratulations on the 2 locations. Again, one is in Ellisville. The one that you guys just opened today is in Ellisville, and then the one in Brighton is Bridgeton, excuse me, is opened in January. So you guys got to check out these burgers. They're unbelievable. They brought us. Don't come down to the station. We're not going to give you ours, but like go and, get some burgers and try the 2 sauces.
Yes, try the Smalls and the queso. If you dip it in both at the same time, it's called Smalls Way.
There you go, Smalls Way, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you. Absolutely, it's our pleasure. All right, more coming up. We'll talk. I'm sure we'll get Carey's blood boiling here with the Cardinals next on 101 ESPN. With the football season right around the corner, I can't wait to play Underdog again. Football's back, as you know. Underdog is the best place to make picks and money all season long. I love that they've got different games that you can play, but their Champions game where you choose 2 to however many players that you want to go higher or lower on their stats. So if you like a matchup in the NFL, college football, they got baseball, of course, too. But if you like a certain matchup, you like a player, choose whether or not to go higher or lower on their stats. So whether it's rushing yards, receiving yards, interceptions, touchdowns, choice is yours, how you want to do it. But once you have your entry loaded, you're ready to go. If you're correct, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash, all for playing with Underdog. Download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is Anthony. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog, and you could be next. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 plus and present Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. It's a quick Blues segment here. Have Blues fans missed out on a true star? I found this question in Jeremy Rutherford's mailbag at The Athletic. It was an interesting pose question. And Marsh, you're somebody that really likes to drive home the star angle in sports or the superstar angle when it comes to your favorite team. So I thought maybe you could react to this. The question was, it feels like an entire generation of Blues fans has missed out on seeing a star. Are there negative impacts to the organization for not having one? One would be the star. JR did respond to it, and I can read off JR's comment. He says, "You're not wrong. The negatives would be not having someone who could have single-handedly led the club to more success. Young fans who don't have a guy to say, quote, I saw him play, and ownership who would have counted on those ticket sales." I don't necessarily think that this is a bad thing. Of course, you still got to win.
Yeah.
And if you have a star, I mean, we've seen the Angels waste star talent, whether it's Mike Trout or Shohei Ohtani. We've seen those organizations waste star power. Yeah, it's a draw, but if you're not going to win, what's the point? I think when it comes to the Blues, the 2019 team did not have a star. They won the Stanley Cup. And I think we in St. Louis identify more with that team and this style. Mm-hmm. Not to say that we wouldn't have loved watching a star player too, but I think with that team, I don't think it mattered. And if they wind up being kind of a depth/committee team moving forward and they win, again, no issue for me. But as somebody that often kind of powers home that star aspect, Marsh, what do you think?
Oh, well, I think in hockey it's different than other sports. You know, what type of star are you looking for? Are you looking for a Connor McDavid? Are you looking for an Austin Matthews? Those guys are going to be expensive.
Yes.
Well, then you'll end up having a team similarly constructed like theirs, and there's nothing wrong with that. Those teams make the playoffs. I think
top heavy,
very top heavy. For me, I don't mind having my star player be a Ryan O'Reilly in his prime, or a Vladimir Tarasenko, towards the back half of his Blues tenure. He ended up posting one of his best seasons. And then you have really good defensemen. Alex Pietrangelo, he's a star, is he not? Jay Bouwmeester, that guy's probably a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, see,
so did we actually go through a period where the Blues did not have stars?
I think
or are we looking for superstars?
I think Tarasenko probably was your star player here.
Oh, the guy was on the cover of NHL, the video game.
Even though Jay Bouwmeester had a great career, he wasn't a star player.
No, but
beloved. Part of his
player.
No, he was, but I'm saying, like, from a fan perspective,
for sure.
I knew there was a lot. As you guys know, there was a lot of angst for Jay Bouwmeester at times.
Absolutely.
Unfair, probably woefully, unjustified. Mm-hmm. But when you think of like a star player, I think Tarasenko fit that mold, but I don't know about anybody else.
I don't know. I think here in St. Louis, just the way that this city is sort of constructed with the people, very blue collar, they want their team to emulate that. And I think hockey is the perfect sport to do that because of the physicality. You don't need a quarterback, right? You don't need that one guy to drive your offense. You need a group of people that put their head down, they go to work, and they just play structurally sound, and they're physical, and they got a little bit of skill to them. Mm-hmm. I have to push back on this notion that the team needs that type of star in this city. Would it be nice? Sure, but we're playing in a cap sport. Now, the cap is going up. However, I don't know if having a superstar on your team is going to win you a Stanley Cup.
I don't know. Having a superstar is it makes it fun. Like,
it makes it fun.
It makes it more exciting. And I think you can win a Stanley Cup if you have a superstar. I think that's kind of, the not necessarily the recipe, but we've seen Connor McDavid make it to 2 back-to-back Stanley Cup final, and he is a superstar of superstars. I think Matthew Tkachuk is a superstar. Maybe not, at the level of a Connor McDavid, but he is also a superstar. So, and that's a team full of, he is a superstar, but they also have a team that is well structured,
right,
and play at an extremely high level that allows them to win games. But
they're also in Florida too. So these people would love to go to Florida so they can drive their golf cart and wear sandals to the rink.
But I think
we don't have that luxury here in St. Louis.
I don't think that matters more than winning. The winning is what drives people there. It's not about, it's the weather or the taxes. If that team won 25 games, nobody would want to play for them. It's about the team winning, which is what drives the better players to say, okay, I'll take a little bit less because I know I'll save some money on the taxes, and I'm playing for a team that has a chance to win a freaking championship every single year. So whether or not the taxes or the weather or driving your golf cart, it's about winning. And if you have a team that is capable of winning, then I think you have a superstar on that team, I think that's where the people want to be. And I do think it helps. I think it helps with attendance. I think it helps generating excitement for your team. I think it adds value to your organization when you have a superstar that is on your team for years and is in that organization. Like, I think it adds way more than it detracts.
I also think, too, just like we had the conversation a couple of days ago about the personnel needed to evolution, like for the next evolution of football, baseball, whatever, it depends on your personnel. I think building a roster depends on your personnel as well. So, for example, you brought up the point about the star players. Mm-hmm. You could have a top-heavy roster, but you're certainly going to build around Connor McDavid. You're going to build around Nathan McKinnon. You're going to build around Austin Matthews. You're going to have to do it in a different way than a team like the Blues, who they can kind of allocate their funds to building an entire team. But as Splashback Deuce just noted, there's more than one way to win. Speaking of the Deucer, he said, good team without an outstanding star. Made me like the whole team more, too.
Yeah.
I think there's that element. So if you have a star, you certainly build around him. You feature him. You promote him. But if you don't, you may have to go about building the roster to have less holes because you don't have that star player to overcome some of those issues.
Well, think about all these teams that have the superstar players in the NHL. What do they all have in common? They were all terrible for a long period of time.
Yeah, good point.
I don't want that. Because then we start having conversations like we are right now about the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. I don't want that with the Blues.
Yeah.
I definitely don't need it with more than one team in this town.
I agree.
So now, can you find really good players for the value within where you're drafting? Absolutely. I think the Blues have done a great job at that. I don't know if those players are exactly going to be superstars, but I think they can be really good players that ultimately help you win, and you can get them a lot cheaper than you can for some of the other guys in the league.
Very true. All right, that's Andrew
ultimately haven't won.
Yeah. That's Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Anthony Stalter. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, has been named the Colts starter in Week 1. Is Anthony Richardson already a bust? And if so, what does that tell us about some of the current young quarterbacks and how teams are either developing those guys or not developing those guys? We'll get to that. But first, we do have a pair of tickets to give away for the Blues home opener versus the Minnesota Wild on October 9th at Enterprise Center. Blues hockey is right around the corner, and single game tickets for the 2025-26 season go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. You can find more details and a bonus chance to win a free pair of tickets for the Blues home opener now at 101ESPN.com or on your 101 ESPN mobile app. Here's your trivia question for today. Marsh, you had mentioned that the Blues signed a certain veteran today. Well, didn't sign him, but at least are giving him a tryout. Correct?
Yeah, PTO.
Okay. You had the trivia question for us?
Oh, you wanted me to ask the question?
Yeah. Carey posed it perfectly yesterday. We're getting everybody involved.
How many games, do you want me to say the guy's name
Yes.
too? How many games, I'm sorry, not games, how many teams has Milan Lucic played for in his NHL career? How many teams?
There you go.
Not including the Blues,
Not
of
including
course.
the Blues.
Not including the Blues.
Yes.
Played a game.
Yeah.
Hasn't played yet.
Yeah.
So how many teams did Lucic play for thus far in his career? Not including the Blues. If you have the correct answer, send it into the Air Common Service text line, 314-399-9646. If you're the 101st texter with the correct answer, you'll have an opportunity, or you will win the pair of tickets to the Blues home opener. All right, we'll get into the quarterback and Richardson debate next on 101 ESPN. Hey guys, have you been off lately? Low energy, tired all the time, gaining weight, maybe even snapping at people. You go home and you're constantly frustrated, you're irritable. You're not alone. I went through that. Jamie has gone through that. That's why when Jamie introduced Mentality to me, I jumped on it. These could be signs, those symptoms that I just kind of illustrated, or some of the situations you might be dealing with, could be signs of low testosterone. And Mentality Health is there to help. Mentality is a local clinic that does a tremendous job of getting you on a program where it'll focus on your free testosterone levels, the ones that most doctors miss. They'll up your testosterone. The results are you get your drive back, you burn that belly fat finally, you build strength, you build some muscle, you boost your mood, you feel like yourself again. Maybe it's not just inside the gym either. You go home, you feel great, you got the energy. If you've got young kids like I do, you want to make sure that you got enough energy at the end of the day that if they, tug on your shirt and say, hey, we'd love to go back outside, will you go out and throw the ball around? Absolutely. Mentality makes it simple. The treatments that fit your schedule. They got 2 different locations too, one in South County, one in Chesterfield. So stop settling. Be the dad who keeps up. Be the partner who's present. Be the man that you know you can be and you want to be. Visit mentalityhealth.com/radio right now. You can book your appointment. And again, tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you in. It's Mentality. 3:04, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Daniel Jones was named the Week 1 starter for the Colts, and I don't think it's just an indie story. This kind of taps into that debate in the NFL about whether or not you play a young quarterback to develop him or you roll with a quarterback to kind of steady the ship and make him, have a veteran guy, bring along the young guy slowly. But when it comes to today's NFL, I think Anthony Richardson falls into the same category as some previous young quarterbacks that didn't have success right away. Now, the story isn't completely written. Mm-hmm. Maybe down the road, Anthony Richardson matures on and off the fields, and he winds up being the franchise quarterback that the Colts hoped they selected a few years ago in the top 5. But when you hear Shane Steichen, the head coach of the Colts, say, this is not going to be a short leash for Daniel Jones. He's going to be our quarterback moving forward. You wonder if Anthony Richardson's already busted out in Indianapolis. Do you feel, Carey, that this is just a quarterback that wasn't ready for the NFL, isn't going to develop, period, and the coach just made a bad pick? Or do you think that this is a seasoning problem, a development problem that's more so on the team?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. I don't know that he was particularly prepared to become the starter of the Indianapolis Colts. Watching him, he's in his 3rd season. We talked about the play, that went viral a couple of weeks ago where he broke dislocated his finger when David Ajabu sacked him, not knowing where the pressure was coming from, not knowing that the ball needed to be thrown hot or you needed to shift the protection, and that's preseason football. Like, that's one of the easiest looks he's going to get. And if you're unable to adjust and adapt and know where the ball needs to go or adjust so the line is blocking the people so you don't get hit, that's problematic. And I think that Shane Steichen is looking at it and saying, hey, I don't know how many years I have as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, and if I'm going to, attach to this player who is unfamiliar, unable, uncomfortable in these certain situations, it's going to be a long season for us, and I might be out of a job. Mm-hmm. And you have to look at that from that perspective as well. So do I think Anthony Richardson is done? No. I think Anthony Richardson will play and start 3 to 5 games this year. Daniel Jones will probably not play well enough. He probably will, maybe deal with some injuries. He's had injuries in his career. He's had times where he hasn't played or performed well, and he's a quarterback that was a first-round draft pick that has been moved on from his original franchise. So I do think Anthony Richardson will get an opportunity. But so far in his career, he's dealt with shoulder injury. He's dealt with, taking himself out of a game. Like, there is a level of staying healthy and maturing and understanding the offense and how to run it properly that if he's capable of doing that, he has all of the talent in the world. But he has to be able to manage that offense effectively, know where the hits are coming from, protect himself from getting hit, by throwing the ball or adjusting and setting the line correctly. And if he's unable to do that, it's not going to work out for him. But I do think he's going to get another opportunity this year.
Anthony Richardson, by the way, started 13 games at Florida. 13.
Yeah.
That's it. Played in 4 in 2020. He played in 8 in 2021. Started one of those games. And then started his first full season in 2022 and then was in the NFL.
Yeah.
I know that he was a raw, athletic player with, like, all of the intangibles, so to speak. But I do think there is a correlation between how many starts, and this isn't anything new, by the way. I don't know if it was
Mitchell Trubisky had the same. Yeah. I think he had the same 13 starts
at North Carolina.
I remember Bill Polian saying I wouldn't touch him at all because he hadn't seen enough football for him to be, good enough to play at this level. And it comes with if you haven't seen enough, if you haven't faced enough snaps with Anthony Richardson, I think the coach were like, he's so athletic, we'll figure it the fast lane out.
Sure.
And
I think a lot of teams get that way.
Yeah. And that was probably the issue with why they took him there. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean he can't play. He needs more reps, needs more opportunities, needs to stay healthy, needs to be in an offense that he can run properly and understand exactly what's going on and not just rely on his athleticism. But that does come with the territory when you have a quarterback that only starts 13 games in college.
Bill Parcells kind of had a rule for drafting quarterbacks. It was at least 30 college starts, at least 23 wins. Now it's a team stat, but for Parcells, it meant something to him. At least 60% completion percentage, at least a 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. And Parcells essentially believed that reps mattered.
Mm-hmm.
We look at Brock Purdy making the leap from perhaps Andrew Marsh's Iowa State Cyclones. He hasn't declared yet, but he's leaning Iowa State.
I'm leaning.
When Brock Purdy was at Iowa State, I think he played 10 seasons at Iowa State. Certainly felt that way.
5 or 6.
Then he got in the right system with Shanahan, excellent head coach, and he took off. There are exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Newton had only 14 starts at Auburn, but he was so unbelievably talented and so unbelievably good that you could see the talent transitioning to the NFL.
He also was a Heisman Trophy winner.
And a national champion.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray had 14 starts, became Offensive Rookie of the Year, so he at least had a little success early on, and the book hasn't been written yet. And the guy that I really like, Justin Herbert, had 42 starts, but some have plateaued. But at least that it gives you Newton and Murray are better examples of guys that really didn't have a ton of playing time in college and then went on to have either excellent success like Cam Newton did or sporadic success like Murray. But then there's Trey Lance. Then there's Mitch Trubisky. Then there's, I don't know, Dwayne Haskins, I think, is another example. Your guy, Peyton Manning, played a ton of games in college.
Yeah.
Mahomes, ton of games. Burrow had a decorated college career.
I think it matters because you see so many different things the more reps you get. And, yeah, there is a level of wear and tear, and there is a level of you don't want to get injured playing that extra season and all of those things. And also, I will never I'm not going to knock Anthony Richardson for coming out early, and he was the 4th overall pick in the NFL draft.
It's kind of the perfect storm.
With what y'all talking about, that ain't my fault. You drafted me. You thought I had the ability to do this. Well, yeah, here I am. So I'm not knocking Anthony Richardson for leaving and not getting more seasoning under his belt, but at the same time, you have to be able to understand what you're looking at. And again, I think Shane Steichen and that coaching staff just felt like if he's unable to know where the protection should be, where the blitzes are coming from, where the hits are going to come from in the preseason, I really can't trust him in the regular season because it's only going to get, multiplied in how the looks change and how people shift and how they move around. It's going to be so much more difficult regular season in comparison to the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think is the next young quarterback that is sort of on the hot seat? We always do the head coaches on the hot seat. Who is the next young quarterback on the hot seat to become the next bust if we are labeling Anthony Richardson to be a potential bust?
In the NFL?
I don't know if anybody necessarily fits that right now, but that's an interesting question because Carey brings this up. Like, has Trevor Lawrence proven enough? No, but he got paid. If you look at like Cam Ward, it's way too early to tell on him. Even the guys I let last year, Caleb Williams you might be able to suggest, but Caleb Williams is essentially starting over in my opinion. I mean, he went from not having a lot of help from a coaching staff that was defensive led last year to now Ben Johnson, and it's going to take a minute. So I wouldn't put Caleb Williams in that category.
If I had one, it would be Bryce Young. He's probably the only one.
That's a good
first
call.
Overall draft pick.
Yeah.
Probably, going into his 3rd season. I think it's his 3rd offensive coordinator as well. Like he's had some transition at that coaching spot, but that would probably be the one where if it goes south this year, you would probably be looking at the Carolina Panthers looking for a new quarterback next year.
Interesting.
That's probably the only one. I don't think it's still too early for Caleb Williams. Obviously too early for the guys at Michael Penix. Bo Nix played well last year. Jaden Daniels played outstanding last year.
Drake May showed some flashes.
Like, it's still too early for some of those guys, but the 3rd, 4th year guys who are C.J. Stroud, I think he's fine as well. But Bryce Young is probably that one that you could say, okay, let's see if he has it.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
What about Justin Fields?
Yeah, it's probably, but I don't consider him young anymore. This is like his 5th or 6th season. He's drafted in 18.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't.
Is Justin Fields like Nolan Gorman, but we just haven't all come to the realization that he is who he is. He's not, and that's not a knock. Like Justin Fields has a skill set. Nolan Gorman has a skill set, but
in the grand scheme of things, they're not good.
Well, they're not good based on where they were drafted and/or hyped up, right? But Justin Fields.
This is only the 5th year for Justin
Anthony,
Fields.
I saw him throw a ball backwards the other day, and it wasn't even close.
Who? Yeah, one throw.
Justin Fields.
You know, we all have a throw where we throw backwards once. You know,
do we?
No.
Okay.
Gorman touches seats. Fields can run. There's a skill set there.
Yeah, he's a quarterback, Anthony. You need to be able to throw the football.
Maybe you should be a running back.
We'll see what he looks like this year.
How high was Will Levis drafted?
He was a second-round pick.
Okay, so he would not be a part of this conversation.
No.
We don't give the Levi man.
No. He was a second-round pick. Probably shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Are the Brewers, the stupid A Brewers, first place in all of baseball, showing the rest of baseball how it's done? Carey has thoughts on this next on 101 ESPN. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Our guy Jamie just texted us. He'll be back tomorrow. I had some blood taken today, and he's making sure everything is okay following his surgery from a couple of weeks ago. So thoughts are with our guy Jamie. Sounds like he's okay, and he'll be back tomorrow. All right, Carey, you wanted to rub it in Cardinals fans' faces that the Brewers are not only the best team in baseball, but they're also a team that is doing it better than, I don't know, everybody else.
Why couldn't it be everyone's faces? I don't know if it's rubbing your nose in it. I think I'm just bringing to light what Ken Rosenthal wrote. And I thought it was very enlightening. I thought it was intriguing. He says there's a lesson for the rest of baseball in the Brewers' recent run of success. And he says the Brewers are an outlier, exploiting a new market inefficiency. You care to take a gander at what that inefficiency would be, Anthony?
Let's see. New market for inefficiency. I don't know. Teams not knowing what the hell they're doing or caring?
Knowing how to play baseball. Good job, Anthony. Damn it, you're good at this. Knowing how to play baseball. The Brewers actually know how. It says they obsess over little things, in part because they generally don't pay superstars who do big things. So focusing on the minor details every single day, that is a hell of an idea, Anthony. I don't know what would make anyone decide to do that, but lo and behold, Pat Murphy got his Brewers playing well, probably going to be manager of the year for the second year in a row. By doing the little things, Anthony, focusing on the minute details.
Are you talking about like fundamentals, things that will
running the bases.
Okay, so
hitting the cutoff man.
That good teams do.
Blocking the plate so the ball doesn't get behind you.
Okay, got it.
Who in the hell would think of such a thing? This is remarkable. It says most Brewers make too little money and possess too little service time to defy their detail-oriented manager, Pat Murphy. And the team's highest paid player, left fielder Christian Yelich, practices what Murphy preaches, inspiring his teammates to do the same. You know what I thought about when I heard that? Now, this is don't go crazy, people. But I thought about the San Antonio Spurs with Greg Popovich and how Tim Duncan was like the model citizen for what he was trying to do. He could yell, fuss, cuss at anybody. You know why? Because Tim Duncan got the brunt of it as well. He didn't shy away from it. He didn't say, you're the superstar, I'm not going to give it to you. Pat Murphy is able to coach this team in a way that he wants to, get on their butts about the minor details, sit guys down when they don't hit the cutoff man, when they don't run out of play, or when they don't do the things that they are asked to do consistently, and nobody bats an eye. Because the best player on the team, I got you, Skip. Whatever you say is what we do. And I think that the minor details, a manager who is able to lead a group in a way that they are 53-17 since May 24th.
The Cardinals were good in May.
No.
That's true, Carey. Did you?
Since May.
Oh, since May.
Not just in
But he's
May.
not wrong. They were good in May.
Yeah, did I say anything that wasn't factual?
Nothing. You didn't say anything that was wrong. But I'm just wondering if the minor details allow you to win games. You don't have to have big boppers. You don't have to pay extreme amounts of money for players who are going to be superstars and bat third or fourth in your lineup. Just play baseball the right way. Is that too hard to do?
For some, yes.
Okay.
You know what, though, Carey? I do think that, and I'm on a big personnel kick right now, I do think that this also goes hand in hand with the Brewers know exactly who they are. They've got speed. So if they get on base, they're going to run and run well. They're first in Fangraphs base running metric the last 2 years. So they get on base, they steal the extra base, they get themselves in scoring position, and they manufacture runs that way. If the Cardinals had a whole bunch of power hitters and they were just trying to steal all the time, we would call them fools.
What if you don't have power hitters and you got speed and you don't steal ever enough?
What do the Cardinals have, though?
They got speed.
You got one guy that can run.
You got a couple guys that can run.
Okay,
Jordan Walker,
I'll give you
Mason Wynn.
Jordan Walker doesn't get on base.
You got to get
He's
on base.
He's not even playing.
Well, the last 2 nights, he's not even playing.
Two of the guys, Victor Scott and Jordan Walker, don't get on base enough.
I don't know what to tell you.
No, you do.
What?
They're not running because they can't run.
Oh, Victor got 30-plus steals.
As a team, like a player can do it. I think you're right.
What do they have?
Exactly.
What do they do well?
Exactly.
They BS all the fans. That's what they do well, Anthony.
Well, good call on
That's
that.
what they do, Carey.
Good call on that.
Come on.
They have and have had a pretty good bullpen.
Why minor details? It bothers as a coach. The coach in me, right?
Yeah.
It does something to my spirit when I see people not doing the job correctly or effectively or at the level that other players are capable of doing. And the fact that you are in the same division with a team that is running away with, I mean, you are so far back in the division. It's not even, I don't even know, Anthony, the last time we talked about the Cardinals and the division. Like, we don't even speak about the division. This is supposed to be, oh, you're good. You got the Brewers, you got the Reds. Cubs might have a year or two here or there, but you should win the division every year. You don't even have to try because you're in the terrible division. Nobody gives a damn.
We never said that, though, this year. We had no expectations that this team was going to be good.
No, you don't have to go get anybody because you're in the Central Division.
Well, Carey,
nobody's even trying to.
If you're slinging arrows at me,
do you feel like
you're slinging arrows at me? I have said that, yes.
But you're not saying it from you, though.
No.
You're saying it from
the Cardinals' viewpoint.
There you go.
And a little myself, because I do think the NL Central, which it has been weak sauce.
Yeah.
This year, no. I mean, this year has been completely different.
Oh, yeah. It's great. It's great ball we're watching here.
No, it's not.
Nah, you should be excited.
I'm not excited.
Tonight, 6:40.
Okay. Hold on.
Eastern time.
Let me circle something here, though. Circle back to something. You're right. There are certain things that I don't care what your identity is. As a baseball team, they have to be fundamental truths. And if they're not fundamental truths, they need to be. And they need to be not just at the big league level, but throughout your entire organization. So think back to what Didi Gregorius said, allegedly, about the Yankees when he was on a rehab assignment.
Yeah.
In New York, and came back up and eventually said, you guys
won't believe this.
Won't believe what we're not
teaching.
Doing. Yeah,
what
in
they're
the minors.
not teaching.
By the time they get to the big leagues, we're all like, well, you should be a big league player now. Not if your development sucks in the minors. Mm-hmm. Not if you're not preaching those things in the minors. Carey, you got kids. I got kids.
Yeah.
You got to tell those beautiful fools
Bundles
every day. Every day about something. Every day I'm telling them, pick up your clothes. And every day they wake up and they throw the damn things right there. I mean, the hamper march is steps away.
And step right over it.
It's easier to throw it on
and it will throw it on the floor, step it right over. But at some point.
It's organized chaos, Anthony.
I have to believe that it's going to click. Mike Tomlin, the standards are the standards. Yeah. At some point it's going to click. So if you're not doing it, by the big leagues, you're kind of an adult, right?
Yeah.
If you've not been preaching something throughout childhood, that adult's going to look at you and be like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So you got to do it in the minor leagues. So the fundamental aspects of baseball, moving a runner over, hitting the cutoff man. I mean, just what should be basic stuff. That I don't disagree with when you bring up like the fundamentals of baseball. Right?
Yeah.
Stealing and power and all that stuff.
That's a talent thing.
That
like
depends
you either
on
got
what
it or you don't.
Yes, that depends on what your roster is.
But the fundamental part, like hitting the cutoff man, knowing, like just the blocking a ball from going behind you, like the things, making a good throw, knowing when to eat it and not sacrifice, making an error and letting the runner get to second base. Like, I think all of those things are fundamentally driven. And if you don't do it enough, or if you don't constantly, like you said, with your children, you got to harp on it over and over and over. You have to constantly remind them. The thing that, when I think about development, Nick Saban comes to my mind often because I think he was probably one of the greatest coaches in development that I can ever think of. Mm-hmm. And I remember him saying he was watching a player and the coach, an assistant coach, we're going to do this until you get it right. And Nick said, no, we're not. We're going to do this until you don't get it wrong. Yeah. Until you we're going to continue to do this until you no longer make this mistake. Like, it's going to be repetitive. We're going to keep doing it. Even when you do it right, we're not moving on because you did it right once. We're going to move on when you no longer mess it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I know you know exactly what the hell you're supposed to do. And I think oftentimes coaches stop once you get it right once. You're not reaffirming that. You have to consistently do, and it is boring as hell. Mm-hmm. Like, it can be tedious and it can drive a player crazy, but if you're not willing to do that over and over and get it embedded in your brain, you're not going to have success.
And to your point, Carey, Nick Saban he had a young running back who, you talk about development. At high school, he didn't do some of the things that they were asking him to do in college because he just got the ball and ran with it. That is Derrick Henry now.
Yep.
And the assistant coach kind of laid into him. He said, Coach, I didn't do that in high school. I just ran the football.
Wow. So
That's a really good story.
Yeah. I think Jamie told it one time.
Was that recently that you brought that up?
I think Jamie mentioned it.
I think Jamie did mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good story.
Marsh wasn't here that day.
Nah.
You missed it. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. So, how can the front office reconnect with the fans? Or is the damage done? That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals defeat the Miami Marlins last night by a final score of 8-3. They'll take on the Marlins once again in Miami. First pitch tonight is at 5:40. Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Cardinals. A lot of Cardinal fans, they're angry. Some fans, they feel as if this team can still make the playoffs. Our question is, how can the front office reconnect with the fans? We'll discuss that next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Well, we know the Cardinals are on pace for their lowest average attendance at Busch Stadium since it opened in 2006. And Busch Stadium, any rendition, is drawing its lowest crowd since 2003. So again, they're on pace for their lowest average attendance at Busch Stadium since this stadium opened in 06, but their lowest crowds since 2003. And Marsh, I think you agree here, and I think most Cardinals fans would agree, that this says more about the front office than it does about the fan base. In fact, in my opinion, it says everything about the front office and really nothing about the fan base. Because even if, and we got this question a couple of days ago in the Sports Six-Pack about Colin Cowherd tweeting out the attendance and, hey, it's a national thing now, right? Yeah. Well, as we know, just as we are unfamiliar with some of the small details and the history of something in another city, you don't understand the history unless you're here in St. Louis about what has transpired. So if anybody nationally is like, best fans of baseball, they're not even showing up, you don't understand the landscape here. You don't understand the history of it. And I think when it comes to Cardinals ownership and front office, I think the teams and even companies that take their customers or fans for granted, I think those are the ones that suffer longer. And I'll give you a key example here, and it's actually a local one. It's the Blues. The Blues had their own downturn. The Blues were missing the playoffs recently. And what are we all now heading into this 25-26 season? For the Blues.
Excited.
We are excited. And it's not just because they made the playoffs last year. It's not just because they almost and should have beaten the Jets. It's also because the organization, namely Doug Armstrong, was transparent about where they were going. So I think fans just, are we, and I'm including us in the media here, fans, media, are we entitled? Yeah, we're entitled. We feel entitled. I think some of that is laughable, but not in this case where you just want to be a part of it. And if Chaim Bloom has a pulse on how these fans feel, how Cardinals fans feel, he would prioritize not just signing and trading for somebody, but prioritize delivering a consistent message to the fan base. This is the game plan. Because I think fans would have more ownership in like, okay, we know it's going to take a little bit. We understand, but we understand the direction of this. Don't just assume the fans know. Don't just throw, well, we're developing. That doesn't mean anything to the fan base. That's angry and frustrated and has been for the last couple of years. And has really grown sick and tired of the organization saying, here's your nostalgia. Nostalgia will get you back to the ballpark. We're going to bring back Matt Carpenter and Lance Lynn. Stop. Have a real game plan. Provide as much of that game plan as you can without losing your competitive edge, of course. And keep your fan base engaged. If they don't do that, I think, again, this organization is going to suffer longer. with the fan base.
Reconnecting is basically being honest and being transparent and saying, like, it's funny because it's almost like, well, we're not going to say anything and they won't notice that we stink. Nah, you knew you weren't going to be good. Like, you had to have had an understanding of the talent pool that you're pulling from or the talent that you have here on the roster already. And when you compare it, and again, it's not always based on what's on paper, but generally speaking, you can kind of tell if your team is talented enough to make a postseason run, if they're talented enough to win the division, if they're talented enough to win a championship. You have a good idea, not a fake, phony, anybody can win it this year. No, hell no, that's not what we're saying. We're saying roster to roster, talent to talent, coaching, all of the things that come into winning games day after day, night after night. Are we on the level of some of the teams in our division? Mm-hmm. Are we on the level of some of the teams in the National League? Are we on the level to beat a team in the American League, one of the better teams? And if you answer no to all of those questions, then I think you should be honest about where you are as an organization, saying, hey, this is what, and we talked about this. The Cardinals did kind of fall into, well, it's a youth movement. We're gonna give the youth a runway. And then they got excited when May happened, and the entire fan base, okay, okay, we might have something. No, you don't. You didn't then. You had a good month, and you ran into some baseballs, and you hit them hard, and you hit them well, and you played good defense. But that was the best month of the entire season. It's probably the best month you've had in 2 or 3 years, and it was outstanding. But it was only 30 days, 31 days. And then it went back to normal. But you as an organization, as a coaching staff, like you have to be able to see these things and understand that this is who we are. We're probably a ways away. And Army did a fantastic job of telling you that. We might be third in our division this year. We might. Like, just letting you know. Third in the division? And then when you under-promise and over-deliver. The Cardinals, they tend to over-promise more times than not. And that, to me, is the frustrating part. Mm-hmm. And that's why fans are disconnected, because don't sell me something unless you are fully convicted and convinced that this is what it is. And there's no way in hell that you could be in that front office and be fully convinced that that is good enough. Mm-hmm. Like we were talking, like Ryan Valade. No knock against Ryan Valade. But if that's who you're pulling up to play games, hey. Mm-hmm. Like if the team last year, if you were expecting Matt Carpenter and Brandon Crawford to have some renaissance season, you're freaking foolish. Like players generally, if they aren't, once they get older, they don't get better. Most of them.
Yeah.
So I think it's just been foolishness for the last few years watching this organization kind of flounder around without a real point of where you're going and what to expect.
Well, I think the organization, I agree, Carey. I think the organization, too, the Cardinals kind of remind me of two companies that were rolling during its time. And both companies fell apart for two different reasons. And maybe there's some similarities there. The Cardinals remind me of Blockbuster Video.
Ooh.
Remember Blockbuster Video?
Yeah. I love Blockbuster.
Who didn't?
Friday night. Go get you some film. Go get you some movies.
Kristen and I, when we were first dating, we used to go to Blockbuster. Hey, let's make it a movie nights.
Or family video.
Well, let's just stick with the Blockbuster.
Okay.
Analogy here, Marsh. Come on. So Blockbuster, right? Netflix comes in. Netflix wants to partner up with Blockbuster, and Blockbuster tells them to go fast lane themselves.
We got this.
We've got the customers. Mm-hmm. They're coming in.
Do you?
They're coming in. They want their Friday movie night. They're going to walk around a little bit. They don't want anything sent to their home or streamed right to their TV. Get out of here, Netflix.
They want to get in their car and drive 15 minutes.
They want to get in their car. They want to walk around.
And then only to see the movie that they want already being rented out.
Yes, but you know what? They'll be back the following day just to check it. We're going to gouge these people. They assumed the customers would never leave until Netflix arrived, taking loyalty for granted. Bit dangerous. The other company that they remind me of is Kodak. Similar story. Kodak's like, nah, we don't have to innovate. Pictures will be around. People love pictures. Freaking cameras and the iPhone comes around, and now it's a camera and a phone. See you, Kodak.
Yeah.
So lack of innovation and, in my opinion, maybe taking customers for granted. So they didn't. You can't see the future, but you do have to have an understanding of where things are going. Well, and I think the Cardinals lacked that, and now we're here.
You brought up those two companies. I've before sort of compared the Cardinals to, and you like watching the movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They go a whole 10 years with some really good content that ultimately led into one of the biggest draws ever in terms of cinema. But after the fact, they put out more quantity than quality. And there's a few good movies in this next phase, but the quality, aka all the players and the logjam that you have, was being sort of pushed onto the fans more so than the actual quality of the movies or the product that we're watching on the field. And now they actually have a couple good movies that have came out, but they don't have the same. People are losing interest. Yes. They have to see it more.
That's where you have to be careful. I was actually talking to neighbor Dave about this. Neighbor Dave's diehard Cardinals fan. Diehard. He was still upset that when they got swept by the Yankees. Like he's like, but I don't know why I'm watching. And he goes, you know what? Cardinals fan, the Cardinals need to worry about that too. Because once the fans realize, hey, we could do something else, we don't need to go back. That's why I'm saying it's going to they're going to suffer longer if they don't figure out a way to reconnect with the fan base.
Well, and it's going to be tough too because you have a portion of the fan base that still believes that they need to spend in order to win.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to know that that's not going to happen.
No.
But if those fans still believe that, then they're going to be automatically turned off. That's not the direction that this team is going in. So if it isn't, you have to win games, and I think you have to do it quicker than you do it sooner rather than later, right? And how can they sort of generate some interest in this team? Start bringing up the guys that people are interested in actually watching.
We're not going to do that.
No? Okay.
You take your J.J. Weatherholt and you just sit there. All right? By the way, we were talking about the Eternals because that movie's terrible.
So bad. Yeah. Thor, Love and Thunder. Bad.
I would even take that just because
it was terrible.
It wasn't good.
Ant-Man,
but I'll take that over Eternals. That movie's terrible. I hated it. I sat there just angry. Marsh, to your point, to your exact point. Right, Carey?
And hey, guess
that was
what?
A fake laugh.
And guess what
Did you ever hear a fake laugh from Carey? Because
I've heard a few of them.
That one's real.
But what do they have to do? You talk about the Cardinals bringing back old players.
Yeah.
How do we get the fans more involved into what we're doing? Let's bring back Robert Downey Jr. and have him play a different character.
Very true. Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they brought back Lance Lynn. They said this is a different
Carpenter.
version. Yeah. Didn't work.
This is our Iron Man.
It's not good. Are the Eagles built to be the NFL's next dynasty? Or are the Chiefs the only dynasty in the NFL? That's next on 101 ESPN. the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Are the Eagles built to be the NFL's next dynasty? Or is it just the Chiefs and that's it?
It's a very good question, Anthony. I'm glad you asked. Sure.
Both?
No. Well, I said this. I mean, and I know it sounds crazy when I say it. I think the Chiefs are poised to be a phenomenal team this year, even better than the team they had last year. And that team, Anthony, went to the Super Bowl. The Chiefs were pretty good last year. I didn't think they were. Hey, they were able to get by in a few games, a couple of mishaps from other teams, other opponents. I didn't think they were as explosive as they had been, but they were a really good team. And then they got taken down by this Eagles team who, in my opinion, they've gone to two Super Bowls in the last 3 years. If you make another one this year and win, I think you're on the verge, or if not, in that dynasty conversation. Their window is wide open in terms of, the players that they have under contract, and Howie Roseman has done a fantastic job year after year after year of drafting and developing. Let's put those two things together, Anthony, because those things matter. You can't just draft them and throw them in there, okay? Because sometimes they're not ready all the way. You can look into it.
I'll look it up.
You can let me know later.
Okay.
But I think they've done a great job of drafting those guys, getting them prepared to play. Sometimes they're thrusted right into the starting lineup. Sometimes they got to wait a year because they got talent in front of them. But I think they've done a fantastic job. And I think everyone essentially is locked up in terms of contract-wise, the important pieces for the next 3 to 5 years. So I don't see or foresee any issues in their roster construction, as well as how they've been drafting. I think that they are a team, if they make it back to the Super Bowl this year, which I have no doubt that they can. Yes, I think they are poised to be the next dynasty alongside of the Chiefs.
Wow. This one's tough for me because I didn't come around until I saw them whip the Chiefs 40 to 22. Carey saw it way before I did. I couldn't get past Nick Sirianni being the head coach. So I was short-sighted on the Eagles. But they absolutely do have the best roster in the NFL. I'd put them one. I'd put Baltimore two even. I don't even think Kansas City has the best top-to-bottom roster.
I agree.
But what they do have is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes has been able to overcome a roster that is not always complete. They gave away their best playmaker in Tyreek Hill and won a Super Bowl that season.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes is the ultimate cheat code. It's like playing Mario Brothers, and when you get to the one stage in which you can flip that turtle upside down in the shell and just keep jumping on him for extra life, that's Patrick Mahomes. You have more opportunities to win that way. Whereas the Eagles, despite having the best roster in football, Jalen Hurts is perfect for that team. He's been great for that team.
Right.
I don't think it's a stretch to say he's not Mahomes in the sense that he can overcome a roster if it starts to break down.
Agreed.
I thought the Legion of Boom Seahawks were going to last for like 5. I thought that was a dynasty in the making. I was convinced it was a dynasty in the making.
You know what happened, though?
They got Russell Wilson got paid.
They had to pay him.
And so did everybody else. And then when injuries started to happen, Russell Wilson wasn't good enough to take them over the top.
Yeah.
So that is the only thing I worry about with the Eagles.
That may be an issue. I would have to look at what their contract, the structure of those contracts. Jalen Hurts got paid was it last year? And I don't know if eventually how his contract is slated, if it starts to eat away at more the pie, and now you have to start either restructuring contracts of some of those guys or moving on from them because you just can't afford to keep everyone on the roster. But in my opinion, for the next at least 2 to 3 years, I think they are in a great space because everyone else is already paid. They're good to go.
Do you think it's easier to get to the Super Bowl in the NFC compared to the AFC because of the different quarterbacks and their teams? Or do you think now the NFC is starting to produce more high-profile quarterback and teams? Like you look at Jaden Daniels, he could be one of those dudes, but do you trust that team overall to be a Buffalo Bills of the NFC?
I don't think they're going to be the Bills. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be the Bills. It's a really good question, Marsh. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, those have been the biggest. Those two quarterbacks have been their big. Joe Burrow have been the biggest hurdles for Patrick Mahomes. Burrow specifically,
and his team is the worst team out of the other guys you just mentioned.
Burrow's, yeah. When I look at the NFC, I have to believe that some of these guys will start to pop, though. Like maybe Jordan Love takes that next step. He might be just as good as he's going to be, which is a franchise quarterback, kind of in the mold of Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's a good quarterback. He's got to have a lot of help around him. I don't think that it's that far off to say Jordan Love is in that category. What is Jaden Daniels? If Jaden Daniels is a superstar, if Jaden Daniels is the next Lamar Jackson, then okay, maybe Jalen Hurts and the Eagles should start to come down a notch. Who are the other young quarterbacks in the NFC? Like Purdy is fine. Stafford's getting older.
Jared Goff.
Goff is a little bit older. I think we know what he is.
Michael Penix. Still.
Caleb Williams. J.J. McCarthy, your guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the NFC is still, I think this is your point.
Mm-hmm.
The NFC is still ripe for the taking for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
Yeah.
So maybe this is because the conference isn't as built up as the AFC. Maybe the Eagles, and this draws, we've come full circle here, where we come back to Carey saying, yeah, the Eagles could be a dynasty. It might be as simple as they're going to be the 1 or 2 seed most seasons for the next 3 years.
And with that being said, that also adds to just how great Patrick Mahomes actually is.
Great point. Yeah. All right, good stuff there, guys. I don't know if we accomplished anything.
No, we're good.
I think the Vikings are going to be the next NFL dynasty, Anthony.
Ooh. You know what? They might be.
Anthony.
Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
categories, one challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
4:05, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Got Jamie Rivers will be back tomorrow. And did I hear we have Jonathan on the line, Marsh? All right, we got Jonathan. What's up, Jonathan?
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing great, man. Appreciate you listening. Thank you for playing. Would you like Marsh, Carey, or me in the Gauntlet today?
I will go with the big dog, CD.
Carey Davis.
Good luck, Jonathan.
Thank you. You too.
All right, Carey's going to make his way into the cone of silence right now. Jonathan, you're going to tell Andrew Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, Marshy.
All right, Jonathan, what are we hoping for?
Oh, you know, the wheels always get you, so anything but football.
Okay, anything but football.
All right, how does baseball sound today?
We can do it.
Okay, baseball. 4 baseball-related questions, all worth 2 points. Unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Thank you, Marsh. Jonathan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This isn't baseball. Oh, it is baseball. Holy smokes.
I looked at the first question and was like,
trip me up a little bit there. Okay. Here we go. Question 1. In which of the power conferences did Cardinals prospect J.J. Weatherholt play his college ball?
I think I'll need the options for that one.
Okay. The Big 12, the SEC, or the Big 10?
Let's go with the Big 10.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Question number 2. Matt Morris hit free agency in 2005, leaving St. Louis after 9 seasons. With whom did he sign a 3-year, $27 million contract?
Ooh, sheesh. 2005, you said, or 2009?
2005.
2005. I think I'll need the options.
Options are the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Boston Red Sox, or the San Francisco Giants.
I think it was the Giants. I'll go with that final answer.
Question 3, Jonathan. At 13 years old, Moyne Davis became the first female to record a victory and a shutout in the Little League World Series. Can you tell us the state for which she broke out as a star back in 2014?
I'm thinking New York, but I want to narrow it down. We'll take the options.
All right. Options are New York, Pennsylvania, or Rhode Island.
We'll go New York. Final answer.
And question number 4, name the Cardinals' current leader in strikeouts with 116 of them.
Miles Mikas. Final answer.
Oh, should we?
Yeah, clarify. Yeah.
It's not a pitcher. It's a hitting stat.
Yeah, hitting strikeouts.
So,
yeah.
We'll allow it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So name the Cardinals' current leader in strikeouts among position players with 116.
We'll go with Jordan Walker. Final answer.
All right. Old J-Walk. Carey's making his way back from the cone of silence. Jonathan, how you feeling?
Not too great.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Carey, how are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Cone of silence, silent today.
Yeah, it was cold in there.
Cold and silent.
Drafty.
All right.
Does it smell in there now?
No, it didn't smell.
Oh.
It's just cold. Freezing.
Okay. Well, let's warm up.
All right.
You got baseball.
Okay.
Pack a lunch.
Oh, question 1.
Or eat a slider, Carey.
Yeah. From small sliders.
Yeah,
I dropped them off earlier. Yeah. In which of the power conferences did Cardinals prospect J.J. Weatherholt play his college baseball?
Oh, that's ridiculous. I don't even know the conferences anymore. He went to West Virginia. What conference are they in? They're in the Big... They're in the Big 12. Are they in the Big 12? You said which conference?
Mm-hmm.
You said J.J. Weatherholt, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I can't remember what conference West Virginia's in. Say Big 12. Final answer.
Question number 2, Matt Morris hit free agency in 2005, leaving St. Louis after 9 seasons. With whom did he sign a 3-year, $27 million contract?
Was it the Giants? Or did he come from the Giants? It ain't going to help me if I take the options because I got Giants on the brain. Unless the Giants ain't an option, then I still won't know. Giants. Final answer.
All right, Carey, question 3. At 13 years old, Monet Davis became the first female to record a victory and a shutout in the Little League World Series. Can you tell us the state for which she broke out as a star back in 2014?
I hope I know this. I think it was Philadelphia, so that would be Pennsylvania. I think. I was just reading, I was just watching her. I think it was Philadelphia. Oh, I'm going to be so mad if I'm wrong. You said which state, correct?
Can you tell us the state for which she broke out as a star back in 2014?
Let's go Pennsylvania. Final answer.
Question number 4, name the Cardinals' current leader in strikeouts with 116 of them. We're looking for a positional player.
Current leader in strikeouts?
Yes.
Can you read that again?
Name the Cardinals' current leader in strikeouts with 116 of them.
Oh. You're looking for a person that has struck out.
Yes, we're looking for a positional player. It's a little confusing, not a pitcher.
Okay, I was so confused. All right, so this is somebody that has played a lot of games, had a lot of opportunities, missed a lot of balls. This season, 116?
That's correct.
Oh, so you got Wilson Contreras. He's played a lot. Brendan Donovan doesn't strike out a lot. Neither does Burley strike out a lot. Gorman wouldn't be up there. Lars, he doesn't strike out a lot. Victor Scott played a lot of games. Has he struck out a lot? Jordan Walker wouldn't be on there. Mason Wynn, I don't think he strikes out a lot. I about named the entire team, didn't I?
Almost. Maybe. You may have.
Somebody that plays. So it's Victor Scott or Wilson Contreras, I think. Those two guys have played enough. And I'll just go with my first mind. I'm going to be mad about this. Let's go with Wilson Contreras. Final answer.
All right, Marsh, is there a question you want to start with?
Anthony, I think we go 1 through 4.
I think so as well. That's kind of where I was leaning. Glad we're on the same page. All right. You okay, Carey?
No.
Okay. In which of the power conferences did Cardinals prospect J.J. Weatherholt play his college baseball? Carey said the Big 12. Jonathan said the Big 10.
Oh, no.
Correct answer is?
It's the Big 12.
Carey up 2-0. Matt Morris hit free agency in 2005, leaving St. Louis after 9 seasons. With whom did he sign a 3-year, $27 million contract with and absolutely stunk? Jonathan said the Giants. Carey said the Giants. Correct answer is?
It is the San Francisco Giants.
But Carey didn't need the options. At 13 years old, Monet Davis became the first female to record a victory and a shutout in the Little League World Series. Can you tell us the state for which she broke out as a star back in 2014? Jonathan said New York. Carey, thinking she played in Philadelphia, said Pennsylvania. Correct answer is?
It's Pennsylvania.
Carey up 6-1. But can he complete the sweep? Can he get the old snowman? Comes down to this. Name the Cardinals' current leader in strikeouts with 116. Now we're looking for the position player.
That one threw me
not
off.
The pitcher. It did to Jonathan, too, who answered Miles Michaelis, and we said, sorry. Actually, there's a position player we're looking for. Then he said, jaywalk. Old Jordan Walker.
Enough at that.
But he has swung and missed at that slider a lot.
Yes.
Carey said Wilson Contreras. Now, this one's already been decided. but Carey's going for the snowman. Mm-hmm. That elusive
It's
snowman.
hard to get, man. It is hard to get.
Jonathan.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Not today.
Which we already knew. Correct answer is
Carey. It's Wilson Contreras.
Snowman for Wilson Contreras. Snowman for Carey Davis, who deserves a Carey Davis. A little clunky on my part. Sorry, Jonathan. I apologize, my man. Carey was apparently locked in there. He even second-guessed himself on every question, but still wound up with the right one. He was, I don't know if he's ever gotten a snowman, but
not in baseball.
He tasted glory today, my friend Jonathan. I'm sorry.
What are you going to do? I'll take my butt whooping and go home and live with it.
Hey, that's okay. We appreciate you listening, man. Thank
Good job,
you.
Jonathan.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, same to you. Carey, well done, my friend.
So the only thing I knew West Virginia, but the conferences are so all over the place. I'm like,
you questioned yourself on all of them.
I did. Monet Davis, I'm like, it was definitely Philly, I think. Pennsylvania. And Wilson Contreras, I mean, it was nobody else to choose.
But if you mentioned the other one that at least was an option was Victor Scott.
He was an option?
Victor Scott,
He's
Jordan
probably
Walker,
right
and Contreras.
Yeah, Jordan Walker, I knew he wasn't. He hadn't had enough at bats, even though he does strike out.
Had he had enough at bats,
He
you
would
never
probably,
know. Yeah.
Well, Anthony, if he would have had a little bit more runway, maybe he would be playing better.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he wouldn't be striking out as so often.
Yeah, who knows?
If he would have had a little bit more runway. It's a good thing he's in the lineup tonight, Anthony.
Marsh, we actually already played the lineup game. He is not.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't you have to be available to be on said runway?
Yeah, he's available.
No, he wasn't all season.
Oh.
You know, a little banged up. You know what? Next year's going to be Jaywalk's season. He's going to hit a robust 310.
With who?
He probably will.
Memphis.
Nah.
No. Peoria.
Oh, Anthony. That was
me.
That was uncalled for.
And unnecessary.
You skipped the whole level.
I certainly did.
That was terrible.
It really
Did
was.
that make you feel better?
Not really. Not really, because I like Jordan Walker. I hope for his success. But, I just completely upped Springfield, didn't I?
Jeez.
All right.
Man.
Speaking of your Redbirds, how difficult is it to see the forest through the trees this season with the Cardinals? I'm going to explain what I mean next on 101 ESPN. How difficult is it to see the forest through the trees with the Cardinals? Here's what I mean by this. Liberatore pitched well last night. He's not without his question marks, but he's developed into a legitimate starter for next year. Alec Burleson has had back-to-back seasons in which he has proven to be a regular. And this is even after the Cardinals were platooning him earlier in the season. Mason Wynn will collect his first Gold Glove by the end of the season. He continues to improve as a big league hitter as well. There are individual performances this season that should be highlighted. But with the frustration among fans when it comes to ownership and management, does that overshadow any individual bright spots for you as a fan this season? I want you to be honest about this. Does the frustration towards ownership, management, so Mo, the DeWitts, I know a lot of people feel as though that Ollie, even if he cured cancer, would still be a horrible human being. Yeah. So we'll have to throw Ollie in there, I guess, for some people. Does your frustration about that one got Marsh? That's when hyperbole works the best right there. Your frustration with ownership and management, has it overshadowed any individual bright spots for you as a fan this season?
I don't know if it has overshadowed it. I think watching Mason Wynn play shortstop has been it is one of the few reasons why you can turn on a Cardinal game. If I'm being honest, like watching him play defense has been stellar. He's done a fantastic job. As you mentioned, he's going to win his first Gold Glove this year, probably also win a Platinum Glove. Like, he's been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, you've had some instances where Sonny Gray had a one-hit game that was outstanding. You were excited about that. I think the thing that makes it difficult is if it's not consistent. Mason Wynn has been consistent at his job. I think Alec Burleson has, for the most part, been very consistent with what he's done. He's fun to watch as well. You know, he's gonna drive runners in. He's gonna get an opportunity. He's gonna hit one in the gap, get a double, drive a runner in, push him over, whatever the case may be. But other than that, Victor Scott has been fun to watch defensively as well. Mm-hmm. Like, he's made some outstanding plays in the field. You know, make it sliding and still sliding for 3 to 5 more yards, which I'm like, how is that even possible? But he's done
so fast.
A really good job in center, almost catching that one off of Aaron Judge's bat that he injured his ankle on. But other than that, it's the lack of inconsistency, or the lack of consistency for me is what makes it not fun to watch. Like, it's just you turn it on,
yeah,
but you don't really know from game to game what you're going to get.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to a restaurant, right? Mm. And the meal sucked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the bread was good.
Yeah. It's important.
Or the appetizers. Maybe the appetizers, right? Like the meal sucked. Mm-hmm. But they had some good apps.
Man, just buy the apps then.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know. Mm. You don't know. Now you do.
So when you go back, you just order the apps and get your beverage and walk up out of there. Pay for it, of course.
Yeah, don't steal
don't walk out.
Yeah.
But
I think
I pay and tip your waiter and waitress.
Mm-hmm. I think it would more so be like your favorite restaurant that you've been going to for the last X amount of years had good food, and then all of a sudden their food started to suck. Mm-hmm. But you're brand loyal, are you not?
Yes.
But then you start going to that restaurant less and less because there's other options out there. There's other things to do.
I agree.
So you do think, though,
unless you have 3 kids and you're bored at home,
you can see, right? Then that goes back to the previous text earlier today. But for you, then, even as a fan, what you're telling me is you can still see the bright spots from this season.
Yes, I can separate my displeasure with this season and understand that there are players on this team that I actually do enjoy watching. The problem is I only watch them bat 3 times a game and occasionally watch them play play defense whenever the ball's hit to them. But then I have to sit there for 2.5 to 3 hours and watch the other players play that are inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to talk about it every day.
Say that last part again.
How did we wind up here again? I just told you guys, like, boy, the 2 o'clock hour, I thought we started slow. Like, if I was going to break down.
Oh, Jamie he'd be just irate with the pace of the show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the 2 o'clock hour, we got off to a slow start. Carey was not interested.
No, I was interested. I'm interested in our show.
But not the Cardinals.
Nah, hell no.
We're talking about them, even though we have to talk about them.
Is there a stipulation in our contract that says we have to talk Cardinals?
The amount of tears and whining that you would hear.
Yeah, but is that our problem?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
They send emails?
Yeah, I got an email once.
What did it say?
It's from Phil.
Oh, Phil, how you doing, Phil?
You got a different one?
Wait, was it Phil?
No, I thought it was
Patrick.
Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. It starts with a P. No.
Sorry, I haven't read this in a couple of days. This one's from Patrick. This was on Saturday, March 1st. Now, he sent it almost at 5 o'clock.
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday.
He was pissed.
I have switched to another radio station. This may be the worst show I've ever heard. They don't back any of their thoughts. Oh, I just realized that he used the wrong there, too.
No way.
He did.
How did he spell it?
Yeah, he went with T-H-E-R-E.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he meant
with
there.
There.
Yeah.
With those there.
They don't back any of their thoughts up with stats or facts. I would think that would be a fact. Now, that's irony, right?
Absolutely.
In the same sentence, he says that we don't back up our facts. Old Pat, in fact, went with an infactual spelling of there. As you guys know, this is my favorite part. You haven't a 10-year listener. No idea what that means. Just horrendous, especially cocky, fat A Stalter.
Patrick, let me tip our cap to you.
Yes, sir.
I was going to read a text from the 314. It says,
please do.
It's hard to recognize some of the guys who have grown when so much hope is wrapped up in Walker and Gorman. Not fair, but reality. What do you think about that? Yeah, I think that hits.
Say it again.
I think that, you want me to read it again?
Please do.
You weren't listening?
No. AB said Anthony getting mad. I actually wasn't.
You weren't listening at all.
No.
That happens from time to time.
I heard Gorman.
You heard?
All I heard was Gorman.
But the funny thing is, you said, until I asked, what do you think about it?
I wasn't going to lie to you, Carey. I just wasn't.
When I asked, what do you think? You're like, I don't know. Can you read it again?
I wasn't going to lie to my best friend, Carey Davis. I just wasn't going to do it.
All right.
Now I'm locked in.
You ready?
Yeah.
From the 314. Hard to recognize some of the guys who have grown when so much hope is wrapped up in Walker and Gorman. Not fair, but reality.
I think that's a great text. Now that I've heard it.
Yeah, thank you.
I do. I think that's a great text. That was great perspective.
I wanted your opinion on it.
You probably realized because it was such a good text.
It was.
It was so thoughtful, and the perspective was so on point.
Right on point.
That I would have had a bigger reaction.
Oh, you said, Just like you knew earlier, I wasn't into it. I know you weren't listening.
You gave me a fake laugh.
Yeah, that was a fake laugh if I ever heard it.
This is how the friendship has worked, right? Like this, we're on another level right now. I know when you're giving me a fake laugh. You know when I'm not paying attention. Yeah. I was reading the snake pit.
That's
Sorry.
all good.
I'm reading up on different irony in literature because you said, "Oh, that's ironic." Tell me if this one rings a bell. Let me find it real quick. So this one is classical irony, and it basically refers to people who are involved in situations where the speaker pretends to be ignorant to expose the ignorance of.
So that's an example?
That works.
Wow. That actually is spot on.
You think we do that a lot?
Ignorance? Like show ignorance to... show the listener?
No, I think we just are ignorant sometimes.
Classical irony, also known as Socratic irony, involves a situation where the speaker pretends to be ignorant to expose the ignorance or inconsistencies of others, which I think an example would be of me saying, oh, Jordan Walker is in the lineup tonight. And you're like, no, he's actually not.
Yeah.
And we have a conversation revolve around the fact that Jordan Walker is in a runway season and continues to not play. Because that makes sense, right? No, it doesn't
make any sense at all.
So that's actual irony.
Yeah.
Well, that's a type of irony.
Oh, types.
That's classical irony. There's so many different versions of irony, Anthony.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I just thought anything Alanis Morissette sang in that song was ironic.
There's situational irony,
Turns
dramatic
out none
irony,
of that was irony.
Poetic irony, verbal irony. There's even cosmic irony.
Where they talk about the planets?
I don't think that's...
I don't know.
That might be irony, what you just used right there. No?
Might have been satire.
Satire.
But I don't know.
We don't know these things. But at least we're listening to each other now.
Now, at least that's, yep.
Thank you.
You got it, buddy.
Or poetic irony.
Ron, are you listening? Nope.
Poetic irony, Anthony, a situation in literature where the outcome is strikingly different from what was expected. I expected that email to be well written because it basically says in the email that there's no stats or facts.
Yeah, Patty Boy was criticizing us for not using facts.
I do that
in an email in which he had little facts.
Yeah.
Including me being fat.
Yeah.
That's a tough look for Pat.
It's bad for old Patty.
Yeah. Sorry, Patrick. All right. Sports Six Pack is next. If you have any questions, send them in. Air Common Service Tax Line 314-399-9646. Part 1 of the Sixer next.
Hey, it's Carey Davis, and if you're in the market for a new vehicle, look no further. Genesis of St. Charles has you covered. They are the #1 Genesis dealership in Missouri, rated for 2025. Every purchase that you get comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis service valet. You must be within 125 miles. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. You can schedule it all online easily. If you're in the market for something new, let Genesis of St. Charles bring the test drive to you. They're closer than you think. Located right off of Mid Rivers Mall and Highway 70. They have a state-of-the-art facility that is 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway in St. Peters, Missouri, 63376. Stop in today. You can get some of the coffee. It's some of the best coffee you can buy. And it is, well, it's not buy. You can get it for free. And you can see all of the vehicles that they have to offer. Like I said, they're closer than you think. You need to go in today. They are Missouri's first and only standalone Genesis dealership. If you can't get in, visit them online at genesisofstcharles.com. Again, that's genesisofstcharles.com.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals defeat the Marlins last night by a final score of 8-3. They'll take on the Marlins once again tonight with Michael McGreevy on the mound. First pitch tonight is at 5:40. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have the Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll do part one of the Six-Pack next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at Londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
Time for the Sports Six-Pack. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646 if you'd like to participate. Marshy, question one, please.
Question number one.
From the 314, why does it sound like you're whining about baseball? I've been watching the Cardinals for 50-plus years, and I still want to see them play. You got to learn to take the bad with the good and great. Is this truly the team you love?
No.
What?
Question two, please.
Well. I guess I get confused. Like, you're a consumer, right? Like, you buy things. You might be brand loyal, but what if that brand decides to stop making a product that is no longer worth what they're charging? Do you remain brand loyal? Now, maybe this person does. And to him or her, we are not loyal.
Anthony.
For me, I'm not going to let an organization continue to shove lame nostalgia down my throat and say this is the baseball you want. It's not. And I don't think I'm in the minority based on the 7 people that still go to Busch Stadium right now.
Anthony, don't try to push your facts. This is about passion. This is not about facts that you're bringing to the table. Nobody cares about brand loyalty. I'm showing up regardless of if they win by 10 or they lose by 10. And if they stink and they throw the ball all around the yard, I'm going to stand up and clap because that's what you do, right? You cheer and you tell them you'll get them next time, guys. That's what you do when you're at a damn third grade game, man. These are professional athletes. I want to watch good ball. Sorry.
Oh, so the first part you were talking about, like a youth baseball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, these aren't your kids. You know that, right?
My damn child. And I gotta pay? Let me be honest. Let me tell you the truth.
Yeah.
This is me as a parent. If I have to pay to get into a tournament and my son is throwing the ball all over the damn yard, and that costs me $10. Oh, buddy. What are we doing, kid? It cost me $10 to get in here. I paid another $12 for a hot dog and a Gatorade and a bag of chips. I've been sitting out here in the damn sun watching 2 to 3 games, and you've thrown the ball all over the damn place. Now, that was $22 damn dollars. I pay $150 to watch professionals. Yeah, get the hell out of here, man.
Tell them about pay to watch your kid play.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tell them about the bag you bought them.
Sports?
Some of these $150 for the bag.
At least.
$300 for the bat.
$300 for the bat, for sure.
Are you smoking, man?
Yeah.
Nah, hell no. Yeah, Marcia, you got to pay to get in some of these tournaments.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Like an entry fee, part of the team?
No. This is
like
you
as a parent, you have to walk in.
To bring your kid to said tournament, whether it's basketball, football, your ass gonna pay.
I understand like a high school game.
Nope. No.
This is youth sports.
Yep.
Yeah, they got concession stands.
Not concession
I worked
stands. I'm
at
not
one
talking
once.
about that. I'm talking about you have to pay $10 to actually even walk into the facility.
Some of the tournaments,
my son was just at a tournament this weekend for football. My daughter came late. She had to pay like, I don't know, $5 to $10 to get in.
You know, it's not that much, but like,
oh, it adds up.
Well, yeah. If you're, how many can you get like a pass for the whole weekend?
Well, here's the thing. So AAU basketball is a whole other racket. Like those things are like $50 a day, and they can give you. They'll tell you can pay, I don't know, $85 for the entire weekend. Give you a pass. And these are 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds. AAU basketball, don't even worry about it. Yeah.
Can I read a couple of texts here from the Snake Pit?
Sure.
All right. Splashback Deuce says, going back to the whole loyalty thing, and we were whining because that we don't love the Cardinals and all that. Splashback Deuce says, two different things conflate. Yes. Love the Cardinals. No, I don't like that my team is so smug for decades until the wheels fall off. He also says, mark that down as a simple, dumb question. Thanks. Next. Gershie's Kiss says, same, I'll always root for the Cardinals as my hometown team, but this team has bred understandable contempt. He also noted earlier, loyalty ain't without conditions. I would say this to that text. There's a certain standard that I think fans should hold their team to. I don't think you should just have blind loyalty when your money is involved or your time is involved.
Who's gatekeeping what a fan is?
This person is.
What? Like, who made the rules of fandom? This is what I think. If you're a person who literally does not watch baseball and hasn't been a Cardinal fan until it's cool to be, like in October, and you like go out to the bars or whatever, and you're like, I'm a Cardinal fan.
You're a bandwagon fan.
You're a bandwagon, yeah.
Sure. Which is fine.
That's fine.
You're jumping on at least
why do other people care?
Right.
Why do other people care what other people do with their money and time, like you just said?
Yeah, because if you're a diehard fan, you're probably around other diehard fans. You've lived through the misery of watching them, whether they're good and they lost 28-3 Super Bowl, or you just hopped on and now I'm lost. The 28-3 thing makes me sad.
You think the Rockies and the White Sox got diehard fans?
Yeah,
I'm sure they do, right?
Yeah.
Do you think as a White Sox or a Rocky fan, you should tell your friends, well, you should come watch and pay this amount of money to watch a team win 26 games in a season? And no, the Cardinals aren't that bad, but in comparison to what you're accustomed to, this is an organization that you are used to this team year after year, at bare freaking minimum, being in the division race and being in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
At bare minimum. And then on a good year, you get a team that wins 100 games. You get a team that makes it to the NLCS with an opportunity to go play in the World Series. You can't be. I'm not going to change my set of standards because now all of a sudden you all don't want to live up. You set a precedent. This is the expectation of being a Cardinal fan. I expect this team to be in the division, to be in the race, have a conversation. We ain't, again, I said this earlier, I don't know the last time we talked about the division and the Cardinals having the potential to win it. What are they, 18 games back in the division?
Yeah.
The Pirates are like 27 games back. They ain't even trying. So you're telling me that the Cardinals are trying and they're 18 games back? No, they stink. And it ain't fun to watch. And it's lack of fundamentals. It's throwing the ball all over the place. It's not moving runners over when they're in scoring position. It's not sacrifice flies. It's not playing a hard nine, which we often hear Brad Thompson talk about. It's not always a hard nine for me. I ain't seen it game after game. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to play hard for 9 innings. You do it every damn day. And if you don't win, you don't win. But you play hard. And I don't feel like this team collectively plays how they need to play every single night.
Well, also, don't be mad at us for quote unquote whining or calling it out how we see it. or any of the other Cardinal fans that feel the same way, why not be mad at the front office who, if you thought this team was going to do something in May, why don't be mad at us? Be mad at them for keeping Eric Fetty around, for not being proactive, for continuing to put guys out there that don't make this team a better ball club, because there are good pieces on this team that we've established are fun to watch. However, there's a lot of players on here that should not be on the team. And there's a few guys that have been on the team that are no longer on the team as of this season. Why they were even on the team, Ryan Belade, I don't know. Be mad at the front office for constructing a terrible roster, or a mid roster, as the kids say.
So this goes hand in hand with what you just said. We can end here. Eric says the loyalty runs both ways. I will support, but they have to do everything in their power to put out a top tier product at the same time. Well done, Eric, too, by using the correct form of their.
Patrick didn't know.
Nah. Gershie's Kiss says, Eric, take that sound logic and get the hell out of here. All right, we'll continue our sports six-pack with question 2 next on 101 ESPN. Hey, when it comes to feeling run down, if you're a guy and you've got a lot on your plate, whether it's family life and or work and or working around the house and or everything else, if you're feeling run down, go to Mentality. Mentality focuses on free testosterone levels. A lot of doctors will miss this, or they don't even talk to you about this. Stop reaching for the energy drinks or the coffee all the time. Go actually do something that's going to help out. Mentality, if you're on their program, for me, it was weeks. Jamie felt the same way. Within weeks, your energy level comes roaring back. You're not tired all the time. You're not run down. You get that drive back. Get your drive back to get back into the gym. And then it's kind of a domino effect, right? You get back into the gym. You start feeling great. You start looking better. You want to eat better. Your whole mood improves. Do something that's actually going to work. Mentality makes it simple. Their treatments fit your schedule. They got 2 different locations, one in South County, one in Chesterfield. So for the remainder of the year, stop settling. Be the dad that you want to be. Be the dad that keeps up. Be the partner who's present. Be the man you know you can be and want to be. Head down to Mentality or visit mentalityhealth.com/radio right now. You can book your appointment. Tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you in there. Maybe we'll even see you down there. We go every week, and we enjoy the program because it works, and we love the people that work there as well. Again, visit Mentality.
time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
All right, time for the second part of the Sports Six-Pack, which, believe it or not, starts with question 2, please.
Oh. Question number 2.
All right, this is from Put Some Peppy in It. All right. This is in quote, I'm a Cardinals fan. Fast Lane the Cardinals. Woo! We are the best fans. Lame nostalgia. You can be disappointed in the present day, but still can be appreciative, true fan without so much crap talking. Do you agree with that statement? And do you think that we have not appreciated the previous iterations of the Cardinals?
All right, I do think there's some perspective here. We do a radio show for 4 hours every day, Monday through Friday. We have to fill that time. I am not going home every day and talking this way about the Cardinals all the time. When my guy neighbor Dave and I start talking about the Cardinals, it's pretty quick. There might be a little venting, but it's probably not unlike what you have among your group. Does that make you disloyal to the Cardinals? Have you ever shot your buddy a text and say, man, this so-and-so can't play? I'm tired of watching so-and-so. Well, he's wearing the birds and the bat, right? So you should be loyal to all those players. I highly doubt you're walking around with all your friends saying, he's a Cardinal, I believe in him. No, you're a fan. You're gonna have the highs, you're gonna have the lows. You're gonna appreciate 2011, you're gonna appreciate 2006, and you're gonna say the last 3 years have sucked because they have. But realize we're doing a show. It's a 4-hour show. You're gonna be hearing more of the hyperbole and the satire and the whining to some of you. Mm-hmm. But this isn't, peek behind the curtain, guys. We got to do a radio show for 4 hours.
I think, time. At least for me, I do appreciate the previous seasons that the Cardinals have had so much that I want them to get back to that.
That's a good point,
and
too.
They're not doing that right now. That doesn't mean I don't believe that they can. But right now, they are not doing that, and it's very frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. I think you can, the notion that you shouldn't be disappointed, like, I can be damn disappointed with what I'm watching. I don't watch the game and be like, well, you know what? 2011 was a good year. I know the last 3 years have stunk, but damn it, we won it in 11. So
we better be appreciative.
I should be happy about that. That's a dumbass idea, in my opinion.
It's just not realistic.
It's crazy. Like, you can appreciate but are you not living in the now? Do you have a time machine that we can all join in on and go back and revisit the good old days?
That actually, you can't necessarily create like a branch reality. So
like the butterfly effect.
It wouldn't be your reality, it'd be a different reality.
Go ahead. Whatever. If I can get that good, the feels, then I want to go back. Because I ain't seen it.
You know, Carey, a good idea would be to feel that now.
It would be wonderful to feel it now. Yeah. What I did 15 years ago doesn't feel good to me today. You know? I want to feel good today.
Well,
the feeling I had, and it's different. You know?
Yeah.
Can't go back. You got to focus on things that make you feel good now.
I did see a trio of documentaries, though, in which somebody did go back. Although they didn't go back, they went actually forward.
No, they did go back at one point, didn't they?
They did go back at one point. Yeah, sure.
Then they went forward the next time.
Yeah.
And then they had a guy who had an almanac.
Yeah, but then they wound up in the...
They did go back. It's back to the future. So you can go back and forward.
Yeah.
I guess.
Bottom line is we got to get a DeLorean, and we can go back and forth, apparently.
Yeah.
Back at our leisure.
To the back and back to the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they had a third one. They went all the way back, I think. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, they went to
Western? That's probably too far back.
Probably.
Yeah.
Archie?
I can't tell if this texter is a Cardinals fan or not, but
Texter Troll? We haven't played Texter Troll in a long time.
no, this is a text.
Never played that.
This is the no troll.
Oh, yeah. You don't play Texter Troll?
No.
Okay.
I just don't know if they're a Cardinal fan or not.
Okay.
It says the only thing that BFIB love more than the Cardinals is patting themselves on the back, GFY, which means go fast lane yourself.
Well, they might be a Cardinal fan, but also have the perspective that some Cardinals fans like to pat themselves on the back.
Okay, so we get these texts as well. Like I talked about being a Rockies fan or a White Sox fan. It says, imagine being sports talk radio people in Cleveland who hasn't won a championship and don't know how long, and I don't know how long for baseball and never in football. A Super Bowl, never a Super Bowl. They won a championship, but not a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that probably sucks for them too. Like, what the hell are we? I'm sure they're frustrated as well.
Yeah.
I'm an Illini fan. Hey, what are we talking about? You don't think I get pissed off?
I root for the Chippewas. CMU hasn't won a MAC championship in quite a while, guys.
Yeah. Like, this is a good year. I got people calling me about tickets to the Illini.
I asked you to book me a hotel in Champaign.
And how much I tell you it was for the Ohio State game. Do you remember?
$800.
For a hotel in Champaign, Illinois.
But I do appreciate you got me that. Thank you.
Yeah, let's rent out an RV.
Carey and I missed it last year.
Where were you supposed to go?
You and I were supposed to go
Central
to
Michigan.
the Illinois Central Michigan game.
Yeah, it's great to be a Central Michigan, man. It's great.
Yeah, it's still,
a Central Michigan, man. It's great.
Okay. What did we get? 2 questions?
They were remember, we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Quantity over quality or quality over quantity. I think we got some
quality,
real nice questions today.
Yeah, you're right. Waterboy also says the whole hotel or just one room?
That's what I said.
Carey and I were like, is it a block of rooms that you got for
800? 4 or
800?
5 rooms for $856.
You gouging.
What the hell are we doing, man?
Mother fast laners.
St. Louis City Kevin says, I thought GFY stood for good for you. That actually could have been what he meant.
Marsh screwed up the acronym. But it said that we didn't correct you because it sounded right.
Yeah, I thought it was
it could be
depending on who you.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it.
My texts are hard.
When Mike Ryder used to run the board, he used to play the Christian Bale. Oh, good for you, all the time, and it was phenomenal. Did you ever hear that?
Nope.
Christian Bale. I think was it on the set of Batman?
Oh, good for you.
Oh,
They ran the audio like this. That was him yelling at, I don't know, some lighting person.
Yeah. I've never heard that. No.
Oh, man. All right, biggest question of the day. What is actually the reason why J.J. Weatherholt is not with the Cardinals right now? We don't know. This is going to be a quick segment next on 101 ESPN. Auto Centers Nissan out in Herculaneum, Missouri, right off I-55, Missouri. That's where you're gonna find your next new or used vehicle. Maybe you're not in the market for a new car. If you are, man, check out the 2025 Rogues. If you're looking at a SUV or a crossover, they got the Pathfinder, got the Muranos, and right now you can get 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down and no payments for 3 months on the 2025 Rogue, Pathfinder, and Murano. All those were built in the USA, all priced to move with massive dealer discounts. But maybe you're not in the market for a new vehicle. Maybe you're looking at used cars. Well, they got a wide selection there, over 1,000 vehicles, all in one massive location. Like I said, right off I-55 in Herculaneum. No bouncing around between lots, no mystery, just the best selection in the St. Louis area, all in one place. And at Auto Centers Nissan, every new Nissan comes with their exclusive lifetime warranty and 30-day return promise. So whether you're shopping new or used, they've got a wide selection for you. They'll have the vehicle for you on their lot after you search them at autocentersnissan.com. And they've got great deals as well, and give you a peace of mind too with the exclusive lifetime warranty and the 30-day return promise. Tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan, Herculaneum.
Biggest question of the day, brought to you by Mentality. Our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
5:07, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Biggest question of the day time. Mo was on with BK and Ferrario earlier this month, and one of the things that he discussed was J.J. Weatherholt and Quinn Matthews and the call-ups and whether or not we could see either player. So just as a refresher to the biggest question of the day before we get there, this is what Mo had to say on Weatherholt and Matthews.
Ultimately, I think that'll be a discussion that we all have to participate in, but it's not the protection year. And so I think it's not necessarily in the best interest for the organization to do that, even though it might be fun and exciting. But, you're not forced to put them on the roster this offseason. And so that's something that should definitely be part of the equation.
All right. So, again, we heard about the protection year, which is not until 2028. So they don't have to bring J.J. Weatherholt up. They simply won't. Then you've got Ollie Marmol saying that Brendan Donovan is out there playing hurt because they don't have any depth. Specifically, what Marmol said on the Gas House Gang, which is on KMOX. So let's appropriately credit this audio. Here's what Marmol said on Donovan. Now, listen closely, because, Carey, I think you heard something that said, we got to play this. Here's Ollie.
Yeah, if you have something better below that you feel comfortable playing, then sure. So part of it is taking your best shot. And up till now, we took our best shot, and then you start to read the room a little bit. And but up till now, we were going to take our best shot, and anything that was going to replace him was not going to be nearly as good at what we feel Donovan's capable of doing, even when he's not 100%. So if we had depth, absolutely, we don't.
So if you notice, he said, read the room. What we all interpreted as, they're not going to make the playoffs, and they know that. So now is the time to place Donovan on the IL. But the question is, what is actually the reason why J.J. Wetherholt is not with the Cardinals right now? Because I still don't know. They talk about that not having depth, and
so they don't have depth. Mo said, although it would be fun and exciting, it's not in the best interest for the Cardinals. So what is that reason, though? Is it just strictly development?
They're cheap. The sooner you bring them up, the sooner you got to pay them. At some point, it speeds everything up. It speeds everything up, in my opinion. I would assume that that's the only reason. The only reason to not bring him here is for financial gain for the organization, for the DeWitts. There's no need to bring him here. We're not going to win. Ollie said we don't have anyone that's better than him, even if he's not 100% right now. And what he's saying is that we can bring up.
Yeah.
Because we're not bringing J.J. Wetherholt up at all. Because there's no need to. There's no rush. And organizations, we see this in football. We see this in every sport. They are going to try to squeeze every penny out of a player, every snap, every single at-bat or inning they can get out of you, where they don't have to pay you maximum money.
Right.
Because the moment that they start having to pay you is the moment where things start to change with the roster construction. Because now you got to start managing how you're going to. And yeah, we're not talking about in 2026 or 27. We're talking probably 28, 29.
Yeah.
But it's still something that they are thinking about. And so what if you don't like it? So to that texter that sent us the message earlier, you should be happy. I'm not happy for this. This is not something that excites fans. The business side of it, I tend to want to stay out of it because I understand that the ownership group always is going to do what's in their best interest. So as a player, you should always do what's in your best interest and not give a damn about, because if you're looking at it from that prism, if you're looking at it from that, the ownership doesn't give a damn about you as the fan. They want you to go out there and play, shut up, we pay you what we pay you, and when we're done paying you, it's been nice doing business with you.
Right.
So as a player, you almost have to become selfish, but when players become selfish, fans think that they are in the wrong. And they look at you like, oh, this is ridiculous. You're not a team player. But the ownership group is not a team player either, are they? So this is about money, in my opinion. It's not about baseball. It's not about winning games. It's not about, clearly they don't feel like they can make the playoffs at this point. So why the hell do I need to bring him up and start his clock and start paying him sooner rather than later?
Yeah.
Start the service time. Nah, we'll wait. Is that not selfish? Or is it smart?
If the kid is ready, then bring him up.
Why?
So if the kid is ready, then it is selfish.
But it's also smart on their part. Financially.
Maybe. Because if kid comes up and plays well, maybe you get a little more of a draw too. I mean, you could, if all things are equal, right, Carey? If you're saying, hey, bringing him up now financially doesn't make sense.
Right.
Okay, let's just say it's a financial move. Are you going to bring him up at the start of next season then? Because if you're going to bring him up at the start of next season, okay, that makes sense. But if you're going to wait and you're going to keep pushing the can down the road, who's to say that you're not offering your fan base something to watch, and therefore that there's money tied to that too? Is there not?
There is, but I don't think it's as much money as what you're going to have to pay out.
Probably not.
And so they're probably looking at it like, oh, hey, you're looking at Roman Anthony and what he just got. Oh, God, we're going to have two guys on that same type of deal here shortly. Mason Wynn and potentially J.J. Wetherholt. And we're not even going to talk about Brendan Donovan.
Yeah, that's tough.
So in my opinion, I think they are saying, the hell with that. We ain't going to win no ways. Show up, don't show up. Who cares? We're going to save as much money. And here's the crazy part. If fans have been showing up, they might have a different outlook on it. Like if that stadium was filled with, what does it seat, 40,000? 35,000?
No, it's... Hold on. Let's get this.
The attendance from night to night is 23,000. And it's about half full.
Somebody wrote us once about facts and
Yeah,
stats.
we don't.
46,000.
Yeah.
That's the capacity, 46,000.
So 46,000 people were showing up. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
But the only way 46,000 people are going to show up is if you win games. So it's a catch-22.
It is.
Which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Hey, wanted to mention this. So I got some friends that own a family business, shoe business, and they're having a moving sale. So they're moving on here. And if you're somebody that wants to support family businesses, you can certainly help them out. Diba Shoes Outlet. Diba Shoes Outlet. It's DIBA. Know the owners, great people, fantastic people. And they're having a big moving sale Friday and Saturday. This Friday, this Saturday. 9 to 2 on Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Up to 90% off.
Ooh.
So shoes, the casual shoes, business shoes, looking to upgrade your wardrobe a little bit shoe-wise. A lot of people are, Carey, you love shoes. You love wearing shoes. Diba Shoes, DIBA. Up to 90% off. Again, you can support local family businesses like this one. 9 to 2 on Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Massive moving sale. You can help them out, help yourself out, get yourself some great shoes, and again, support a local business. So again, one more time, Diba Shoes Outlet, DIBA, 9 to 2 Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. And get your wardrobe set up. So, might see Carey out there.
You might.
9 to 2 Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday.
City?
What's that?
It's in Earth City?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You might see me there.
It's not too far away from our station here.
There you go.
Kind of like where the old Rams practice facility is. Yeah. Great people. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We've got an early start time for the Cardinals, which means we'll do Beat the Streak and Bet the Board next on 101 ESPN. My guy Stewie's on the line right now, and Stewie, I know anytime the Federal Reserve is meeting, and I think they're meeting on Friday, you always have some great lessons to learn. What do we got?
Anthony, well, they're not meeting Friday. They're meeting on the 16th and 17th, but they're going to have a speech this Friday. Powell is going to come out and just kind of hint to us what we can expect in the future. Now, retail sales are high. Inflation is higher than expected. Employment, though, labor market is softening. So we don't know what the Federal Reserve is going to do. What does this mean to you if you're refinancing or buy a house? Lock in the rate now, because if they come out Friday and they say, hey, you know what? We're not going to cut those interest rates. Long term, we're going to stick around for a while until inflation's in check. You can see rates go up as much as 0.5%. So if you're smart, you're happy with the payment, get it locked away now. Later on, rates go down. You can always refinance for free. But let me tell you something. If you float it and wait and it costs you $50 a month more, you're going to be a lot more angrier than if you let it drop and say, hey, I saved $50. Be smart. Lock it in now.
There you go. But, again, have some urgency behind this. Make sure that you reach out to Stewie, 314-324-4440. If you missed the number there, you can just Google the bagel loan. Google the bagel loan. You get that number. But as Stewie just mentioned, you don't want to wait because you can always revisit. So give him a call or text 314-324-4440. In fact, I know Stewie very well. He'll call you. if there's certain rates that get lowered out, and he'll give you a call and say, hey, now's the time to refi. He's smart with your money because he cares. So, again, Google the Bagel Loan, pick up the phone, call or text Stewie. That's his personal cell phone number. Stewie, you're the best.
Anthony, have a great night.
NMLS number 226715.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We're going to bet the board first. Now, we do need a new Beat the Streak contestant. So if you want to play Beat the Streak, text in 314-399-9646 for Beat the Streak. So we're going to do Bet the Board first. Marsh, what do you got for latest standings?
All right, I have 7 points. I missed out on a point last night thanks to the Boston Red Sox losing to the Orioles. Carey is on a streak right now. A real bad one.
They didn't have to do that. You didn't have to remind people. I got 3 wins this month.
You have 3.
Sorry, Carey.
What you got, Anthony? Oh, you don't have anything. You didn't get one last night, did you?
I have 5 points right now, or 6.
You have 5.
I have 5.
Could have had 6.
Could have.
Game wasn't played.
No. So I'm going to have an extra pick at the end of the month. Is that what we're going to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
And Jamie hit these unders. He's found his recipe.
He's found his groove, hasn't he, with these unders? Good for him. He's winning with the unders. I can't fault him on that. That's big boy. That's big boy football right there, or baseball in this case.
All right, I am going to start it off with Michael McGreevy going over 17.5. He needs to record 17.5 outs. So I need basically 18 outs, which is, do the math, 6 innings.
I was told there's going to be no math. I will take your word on that. Jamie sending his pick. Did you mention his?
He did. Under in the Rockies-Dodgers game.
Wow, that's sicko.
I think that's what he chose. Yep.
He did under 12.5. Dodgers-Rockies. Now, is it 12.5 or is it 12?
I got 12 right here.
Okay, that's what I thought too. So it's officially a 12. All right, I'm going to do the thing that I did last night, but the game wasn't played. Cubs won earlier today, game 1. They get a doubleheader tonight. Give me the Brewers minus 117 against the Cubs.
Were they supposed to have a doubleheader yesterday?
They were.
Oh, and you were choosing the second game?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was rained out. They played this morning, or this afternoon. Cubs won that one, but I have the Brewers minus 117.
You know, I have no clue. At this point, doesn't matter. You know? It's been so bad for me. And I'm trying to stall, hoping that this Blue Jays line drops by 1, and I keep refreshing, and it's not.
It's already started, right?
No,
it hasn't started yet.
but it's 151.
Is it? Yeah. Malibu rum?
Yeah. Do not do. Ooh, let me tell you.
Caribou
rough nights with some 151. Rough nights with some 151. Give me the Boston Red Sox at minus 150.
Wow.
Who did you take, Anthony?
Brewers minus 117. Game 2.
Oh, that was available?
Yep. Tonight.
Man.
Brew Crew.
All right, so we all locked in?
We're locked in. We have a contestant for Beat the Streak.
Who is it?
You'll find out here in a second.
Oh, you sicko.
I want to hit baseball.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
Carey knows.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
Time to play Beat the Streak. What's going on?
Can I make an amendment to my bet the board?
No.
Okay. All right. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Are we ready to bring on our contestant?
Yes, we are. Who do we got?
Say hello.
Well, Carey, you get a snowman and Chester in the same day.
What up, Chester?
And an added bonus. Oh, Mini C.
What up, Mini C?
All right, so Chester is our guy for Beat the Streak. Marsh, what do we have for latest streaks?
All right, so Anthony, you told us earlier in the day that Mason Wynn brought your streak down to 0. You are at 0. I'm at 0. Carey and Jamie are at 1. And, of course, Alex, unfortunately, did not get a hit with Thomas Ajacey. So we bring in Chester. We could not have Carey go about the day with 8 points and not bring on his arch nemesis to just knock him down a notch.
It makes sense, yeah.
I'm waiting for round 3 and a shame bet in week 5 of the NFL. Look at the schedule.
Oh.
Shame bet. Is that a Steeler?
Well,
it's
Patriots,
right? Because
Yeah.
Chester, you're a Boston guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
All right. Carey, who do you want for?
Give me Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn. You say he can't go 0 for 5 and then not get a hit the next night. That's what you're saying. All right. Did Jamie send in his?
I don't think so. I think. Wait. Did he, Carey?
Yeah, I think
he might have.
Nathan Church.
Oh, he's doubling down on Nathan Church, is he?
Churcher.
Yeah, he is. Wow. Okay. Double down for him. All right, Chester. You're up.
I didn't see the lineup. Is Burleson in?
He is.
I'll take him.
Okay, there you go.
Anthony, you want to go?
Sure, I'll take Jacob Marcy.
DeGrom. Jacob DeGrom?
No, Jacob Marcy.
Oh.
He's a left-hander.
What has he done? He's been hitting the ball really well.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Out of the park.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Marsh?
You took my guy, Anthony. I was going to go with Marcy Marsh. That would have been a combo tonight. But I'm actually going to take Ivan Herrera.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, Chester, I'm sure Carey doesn't want this, but good luck to you.
No. He got a little C with him.
Thank you very much.
Mini C.
And we hope that you're
Wish
back
him the
tomorrow.
Absolutely. Hope you guys have a great day.
All right, you too, Chester. See ya. And Little C.
Bye. Good to see you.
Where did Jacob Marcy go to school?
He went to Illinois.
He did not.
He, of course, went to
Central Michigan.
No. Did he? Are you serious?
You're not a real fan, Anthony. You're not a fan.
You're kidding me.
Oh, it's great to be a Central Michigan man. It's great to be a Central Michigan man.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Clearly. Wow.
Dearborn, Michigan.
Dearborn, Michigan.
You
been there.
Just find each other.
Just
we
find a
certainly
way.
do.
I thought you knew that.
I didn't.
Is that why you thought he picked him?
I looked at it. I'm like, because I know he just came up, but he's been playing his butt off this season thus far.
Yeah. Played college baseball at Central Michigan.
Old Chippewas.
No wonder he's crushing the baseball. We know what we're doing baseball-wise. Football-wise.
Nah. You guys are good.
Great team.
No, we got to rebuild.
Greatest players to ever play the game.
On a Tuesday.
Central Michigan. On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday is right. Absolutely.
Ever and ever.
Did Illinois ever have a number 1 overall pick?
No. Jeff George. What was Jeff George? I don't think he was number 1.
I think he was 2.
Or 3.
Or 3.
Yeah.
He did wear number 1.
Jeff George was not. That's a good question. I don't think we have.
So Central Michigan up 1-0 then.
Who was your number 1?
Eric Fisher.
Oh, look at that. You're proud of that?
Yes, we absolutely are.
Good for you.
We have to glom on something.
No, I lied. He was first overall.
Was he first overall? No kidding.
Yep, first round, first overall.
By the Indy Colts?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So we're tied again.
Not quite.
Not quite. All right. Hey, sign up to play fantasy football with Adam Wainwright, Lars Newbar, and others during Big League Impact's 2025 fantasy football season. Help support some awesome charitable cases. No cases. There's a U in there.
Causes.
There's a U in there.
It's okay.
It's causes. Take 2. Help support some awesome charitable causes handpicked by the participating players and show off your fantasy skills with the chance to win a variety of prizes. You can learn and find out all the details on how to sign up for Big League Impact's 2025 fantasy football season now at 101ESPN.com. NFL Division Preview. We got Marsh's NFC North next.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals looking to pick up another victory tonight in Miami as they go up against the Marlins. They won 8-3 last night. Michael McGreevy on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. This one is starting up within the next 5 minutes. So we'll keep you updated early on in the game. Until we're done here on the Fast Lane. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have been previewing all of the divisions in the NFL, and today we will preview the NFC North. That's coming up next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Time to go around the NFL with a Fast Lane season preview of the NFC North.
It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. All right, Marshy, you ready?
I'm ready.
NFL Division preview, NFC North style. Yeah. So we get a chance to talk about Andrew Marsh's favorite division. Starting off with the Chicago Bears. The Bears. Best case scenario for the Bears.
Caleb Williams protects the ball. You know what? Caleb Williams doesn't get sacked 50 to 60 times. He has a clean pocket, and he's able to find he got some guys. He's able to find one of them, two of them, three of them all game long. That's the best case scenario. The offensive line that they brought in keeps him up right up the middle, and he shows why he was the number one pick.
Yeah, best case scenario is that he throws a football into the net and makes it in the net from 5 feet away.
This guy.
Nah, I'm just messing.
I think we're going to get this version of Marsh for all of these NFC North teams, save for his Minnesota Vikings.
All right, so I think the best case scenario for the Bears is that they find some just positive things to take away from this season in terms of Caleb Williams' growth. I know there's probably a lot of Bears fans out there that expect this team to be a playoff team now that they have Ben Johnson as their head coach and they have the former number one overall pick. But if I'm being realistic, if I were to be a Bears fan, I just want to see progress. Don't expect this team to all of a sudden be world beaters because they have the Lions' former offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. I think that they have to win for them, win the games that they need to, but also show the rest of the division and in the NFC that they're not the old Bears.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario that realistically for me.
I was about to say, I think that's the realistic scenario. I think it takes some time. I think realistically, first half of the season might be bumpy for the Bears. Realistically, they get off to a rough start and then finish strong. If they finish 8-9, Bears fans may look at it as a disappointment because Caleb Williams had been getting the hype. They won the offseason with all their signings. So 8-9 might feel like a disappointment, but I think 8-9 could be a really good season for the Bears again, provided that they start slow.
And a step in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and maybe they end up being what the Lions were before they went on their run, which they ended the season really well. They had that, what was it, Sunday Night Football against the Packers?
That was
a few years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago.
So that I think was the second year with Campbell, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
I think it was.
No, because they had an opportunity. Yeah, the first year they started off like 0-8, 0-9, whatever it was. Yeah, second year they got to the final week. They were eliminated before the kickoff, but they still beat the Packers on the road.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers back when he was. Well, he wasn't playing that well that year either. But it's going to be different, Carey. It's going to be different this year.
It will be.
Best case scenario for the Bears, I think hiring Ben Johnson is reminiscent of like Sean McVay taking over and turning Jared Goff from a bust into a franchise quarterback. I think that's the best case scenario.
If they win 8 games this year, that's a 3-game increase from what they had the year before. The Lions, in Dan Campbell's first, I guess his first 3 years, they won 3 more games each of those years.
There you go.
So
nice.
If you can add that similar way. I think that is you're heading in the right direction.
Real quick, worst case scenario, I think we can all agree it's what they have been doing. They haven't won the division since 2018. I mean, since 2007, they only had 2 winning seasons. So this has been a bad franchise, which is why they've had the opportunity to draft high. I know they made the trade with the Panthers and got picks to move up and all, but they haven't been good.
Can I ask you a question
Absolutely.
now that we're talking about the NFC North? And I know we'll get to the Lions here. What if, though, the Bears take that next step and the Lions take a step back? Are people questioning Dan Campbell and wondering if Ben Johnson was ultimately the guy that made the Lions what they are?
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm not saying that's going to happen.
I had that question. I told friends the Falcons should fire Dan Quinn and hire Kyle Shanahan, because I thought Shanahan was the guy that actually brought the winning. Now, they were never going to do it, and I understand why. Dan Quinn had just gotten to this. They weren't going to fire a Super Bowl coach.
Right.
But I thought Kyle Shanahan was the real reason why that team had so much success. So I don't think you're crazy in even asking the question.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah, man.
I think worst case scenario, you don't get sacked. The offensive line plays extremely well.
Ever? You don't get sacked ever?
Well, you don't get sacked nearly as much. Like, you don't play poorly up front, but you realize Caleb Williams just ain't got it. That, to me, is the worst case scenario, because now you got to start that whole process over again for the Bears.
All right. I don't even know. Who finished there? Green Bay? Had to be Green Bay, right? Green Bay. Best case scenario for Green Bay.
Jordan Love is special. Like, he's not just one of those guys. He is the guy, like a guy. And he is... they got the receiver out of Texas, Matthew Golden. You got your number one receiver, first round draft pick receiver that you've been clamoring over that Aaron Rodgers never had. You got one for Jordan Love. Best case scenario, he is special. And I think he does have the capability to be that. I just need to see it.
Best case scenario for me would be for this team to make it to the NFC Championship game. I'm not going to throw a Super Bowl in there because the Eagles are still in the NFC. But I could totally see the Packers making it to the NFC Championship game.
And remember, sir, the Eagles whipped the Packers that first game, right?
Week 1. They didn't whoop them. I think they was.
No, that was the Brazil. The Brazil game. It was back and forth. Yeah, never mind. I think you're right, Marsh. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team, but the NFC Championship game is well within their reach. I mean, Green Bay has made the playoffs in 25 of the last 32 years. No NFC team can say that. Yeah. And it's because of the quarterback situation, which Carey just mentioned. So I think the Packers, while they might not be anything flashy, I think the Packers are a team that can make a deep run. Big time. Now, worst case scenario, I think the worst case scenario is they're a wild card team. Barring injury, of course. Like, the worst case scenario is always the injury situation. So barring injury, I think the worst case scenario for the Packers this year is a wild card. I think they're a playoff team.
I agree. I think they are as well. I think they have shown, like, they have a really good team. They have constructed it well defensively, offensively. I think they've done a good job in drafting and bringing guys in. I think they have a lot of the pieces in place to be a really good team. It really just falls on Jordan Love and what he's capable of doing.
The Minnesota Vikings, best case scenario.
J.J. Weatherholt looks like the J.J. Weatherholt that Marshy hopes he looks like.
Man, that'd be crazy if he was playing for him.
No, I said J.J. Weatherholt. J.J.
It's about time he made it to the big ones.
And then I thought you were going to loop somehow.
No. I meant J.J. McCarthy. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy balls.
We knew
looks like he looks like a first-round draft pick that you drafted him in. Right, Anthony?
You're saying it with a smirk on your face.
Right.
Marsh, what's the best case scenario for your Vikings?
Well, the fan of me wants to say it's to win a Super Bowl. Before you can win a Super Bowl, you got to win a playoff game. Before you win a playoff game, you got to make it to the playoffs. So I think the best, realistically for me, with a guy who is playing in his first year, make the playoffs. That's the realistic thought process for me in terms of the best case scenario, and then we'll see what happens from there. Maybe you end up having a Jaden Daniels type run, right, with J.J. McCarthy.
You got a better chance of that with J.J. Weatherholt.
Oh, man.
Wow, there it is. Now he's got it.
Wow. Worst case scenario is they take a step back. Here's the thing. I don't think they're going to win 14 games. I've looked at their schedule. They have a pretty tough schedule. I think the most that I think they probably will win is around 10, give or take.
It's interesting. It's like a real estate. The Vikings are a real estate venture where they have everything, but the location's a question mark. They have really the only question is J.J. McCarthy, because this is one of the best coaching staffs in the league. The defense is set to go. You're solid there. Brian Flores, was a genius last season.
And that defense might be top 2 this season.
So your defense
They've only
is
gotten
set.
better.
Kevin O'Connell has worked wonders with his system. So we're really talking about the one thing, but the one thing happens to be location.
Well, here's the thing. Like last year, we want to poo-poo all over J.J. McCarthy. Nobody gave this team a shot with Sam Darnold.
You and I did.
We did. Yeah, we did. Literally
Sam
nobody
Darnold
else did.
Was outstanding. He played
But nobody thought he was going to be good. I believe their win total was set at like 6.
So your point is...
Kevin O'Connell can make, in my opinion, I think J.J. McCarthy has more upside than Sam Darnold does.
He might be right. Maybe I haven't given enough credit to old KOC.
There you go.
I watched Joshua Dobbs come in fresh off of
a plane.
Knew
2 plays.
Didn't know his teammate's name. Hey, you guy, 86.
Yeah.
Justin, right? I know you. Yeah, you run this.
Now, granted, he was playing a team that was awful.
He's playing the Falcons.
What? That's a good team, man.
Well, that's where a lot of my belief is in KOC.
Yeah.
To get him prepared to be the best that he can be in his first full season as an NFL quarterback.
Worst case scenario, J.J. McCarthy isn't a thing, and he submarines the entire season.
I agree.
Yeah, then you bring in Max Brosmer.
Oh boy, they win half the games they did a year ago. They finished 7.
Comes the next Tom Brady.
Oh boy. All right. The Lions, best case scenario, Ben Johnson. They overcome the Ben Johnson loss, and they overcome the Aaron Glenn loss, which is less of a problem when you have Aiden Hutchinson back. But they overcome the 2 losses along the offensive line, and they're right back in the playoffs as the NFC North champion. And
for me, it's
NFC Championship game.
Best case scenario, they're in the Super Bowl.
Okay. Worst case,
I think they are there.
Worst case, they don't even make the playoffs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is a very drastic, best case Super Bowl, worst case they take a huge step back.
What we learned, 3 stars of the day next on 101 ESPN. Anthony Stalter back with you for Mosby Building Arts. And you know that a kitchen is more than a place to cook. It's where families connect. And now through missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. The podcast brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. We also have a chance to win a pair of free tickets to this year's Blues and Brews on Friday, September 19th at Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for the blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from Grammy-nominated trio, the band Carey. Plus appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, on-stage festivities hosted by 101 ESPN's Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale, and more. Tickets on sale for Blues and Brews presented by Bud Light, 101 ESPN, and 92.3 WIL. Find all the details and a chance to win free tickets right now at 101ESPN.com and on the 101 ESPN mobile app. Marsh, I think we should actually jump right to the 3 stars of the day.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 stars of the day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
3rd star of the day goes out to Going Back in Time.
Yeah.
Traveling back in time,
Absolutely.
whether it's in a DeLorean, a hot tub.
Either way.
Whatever your preference. 2nd star of the day goes out to J.J. Weatherholt, the Minnesota Vikings quarterback.
Great player. Great player.
And 1st star of the day goes out to the gentleman that brought us the Smalls sliders.
Yes.
So good.
Taking some home to the family as well. Shout out to Bo Hebert, Bobby Hebert's son, who was with us, his father-in-law here as well, and his buddy was here from Small Sliders. The burgers are really good. Check them out. New location out in Ellisville. Just opened today. That'll do it for us. Jamie will be back with us tomorrow. So for Jamie Rivers and Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. See you.